Good morning. Good morning. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Good cold chili. Was I just shivering? Good cold, shivery, sunny, bright morning. I hope everybody is having a very, very, very pleasant day. I hope everybody had a great night. Uh, ooh, where do we start? Where do we start? Let us start by saying thank you to everybody that has been watching my lives. I appreciate you guys. Shout out to y'all. Shout out to everybody that, thumbs me up, share me out. Just know that I say a special prayer for you. I pray for my whole YouTube family every day. People that, participate on my channel or just stop by or whatever it is that you do. I pray for you every day. But those of you that share me out and thumbs me up, I say a special prayer for you. I ask God to work things out in your favor. Okay. Long as it's not against me. Okay. Hey, Grandma Love. Good morning. Good morning, Sissy. Good morning. I ask God to work things out in your favor. And thank you guys. Thank you guys for sharing something with me that you cannot get back. And that's your time. However you spend your time, once you've spent your time, you cannot get that back. Okay? So that's why we got to be very, very careful in what we do with time. Somebody told me, when you be saying that, you really make me think about what I do with my time. That's the whole purpose, to make you think. You know, you gotta think. And then, if others think about it, when we come on here with the foolishness and the ill nana and all of that stuff on here, and we look down and we see people that's there watching us, we'll be more grateful. We'll say, damn, I ain't even really over here talking about nothing. I'm over here doing a bunch of foolishness. And people are spending their time watching me. They can't get that back. Dang, that's what's up. That's how you really, really learn to appreciate people and what they do, and you don't take them for granted. I don't take nobody for granted. I don't. I do not take anybody for granted for spending time with me. Not even content creators that come on here and go live with us and talk with us and share whatever it is that they share with us. I don't take those people for granted. They could be somewhere else doing something else. Something else. Hey, hey, my sis, look at me, I was about to say Empire Touch. Hypnotic Touch. Good morning. Good morning. I do not take people for granted. Thank you, sis. Yes, for entertainment purposes. Thank you, sis, for posting my Instagram. I appreciate you so much. Thank you again, sis, for all that you do. I really do. Thank you for posting my Cash App. Yes, you is such a sweetheart. And thanks for the roses. I appreciate you so much. Um, Shout out to my old subbies. What's up? How y'all doing? Y'all doing great? I love y'all. Thank y'all for understanding me. Thank y'all for allowing me to be me. Thank y'all for never ever, like try to make me feel bad for being me. Y'all just support me. And I appreciate y'all. I really, really do. Shout out to y'all. Shout out to my new subbies. What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? How y'all doing? It's your girl, Just Krista, aka Just Chill Krista. Y'all, I appreciate y'all. I appreciate y'all seeing me other places or hearing about me other places or whether somebody talking good about me, talking bad about me, don't know what they want to say about me. However you heard about me, or you didn't see me somewhere cutting up, you didn't see me somewhere fussing, cussing, yelling, whatever it is, however it is, and however it go. Um, Thank you for coming over and subscribing to my channel. Thank you for giving me a chance. Thank you for saying, you know what? I don't mind looking down and seeing this lady in my list of people when I come on YouTube. I don't mind seeing her. And not only have some of you guys come over and subscribe, some of you guys participate on the channel. I love that. It gives me a chance to know who's family. Okay. And sometime when we know who's family, then we know, because sometime as family, we get in a tight. Did y'all know that? And one thing about us over here, we are a true family. Now listen, all because you get in a tight, they ain't everybody's business. Y'all ain't know that? All because you get in a tight, all because you need a pack of hot dogs, okay, and a bag of bread. You know what I'm saying? Just you know how sometimes you just get in a tight. You listen, it is what it is. It happens to all of us. Sometimes we got to reach back to family and say, "Excuse me, I got about 2 more days before I get my check." Okay? My babies is tired of eating oodles and noodles. Okay? I need to give them some protein. I want to get a couple of packs of hot dogs, or I would like to get a pack of chicken. Okay? And a box of Jiffy, a couple packs of instant potatoes or something, and I got some vegetables, and I got some mixed vegetables in there, and I got some green beans, so I got all of that covered. But if you could just help me out just a little bit, I'm family. And right now, sometimes you don't want to go to your real family in your real life. Sometimes you feel close enough to people right here on YouTube that you could come to them and say, "Excuse me, can you help me out?" So that's why it's good to let us know that you family. I ain't saying you got to stop down every time and drop down, but if I don't know you there and that you family, then how I'm supposed to know? You know what I'm saying? One thing about me, I take what God has blessed me with. I don't take what I make here for granted. I don't. I like to say a lot of my money I pour back into my YouTube family. There has been people, that have came and asked me to help them in different ways, you know, and it's between me and them. Y'all will never know it. Y'all will never know it. But they family. I opened up that door. That's a part of my YouTube journey right here. Because, see, I appreciate y'all coming down here and listening to me and talking with me and sharing whatever it is that you share with me. You could be somewhere doing that with somebody else. But I appreciate y'all. Because sometimes, I didn't talk to my family already. We ain't got nothing else to talk about. I didn't talk with my best friend in my real life. We ain't got nothing else to talk about, okay? And YouTube is my place where I can go and hang out with y'all. Do some crazy stuff and hell, cry. Sometimes I don't want to cry with my family. I don't want to upset them. I don't want them to know that I'm going through something, that I'm missing my mom, that I'm missing my father, that I'm missing my other siblings that then passed away. But I can come on here and talk to y'all. And I appreciate y'all for listening. So what the hell? And now I'm monetized. If it wasn't for you guys, I wouldn't be where I'm at. It took for y'all to hit the subscribe button. It took for other YouTubers to share me out and allow others and tell others to tell them about me and different things like that. And y'all to allow me up on y'all panels and stuff and allow me however it went. Okay. So it's all through you guys that I'm making, a little something every month. I get a check on the 21st too. And depending on what went on, hey, sometimes that check be a little bit thicker than other checks. It's all right. It's good. Sometimes it's a little less. Sometimes I better just made that mark. Sometimes I'm telling y'all, one time I got up, I was like, oh shit, I don't think I'm gonna get no check this month. And I woke up, somebody had blessed me overnight. And it said $101 and I think 28 cents or something like that. I was like, oh shit. Oh shit. Shout out to that person. Don't tell me about them goddamn 4.99s and 1.99s and super stickers. Bring them on. Okay? Because sometimes it be just enough to get you over that boop. Okay? Yeah, that part. But I don't take it for granted that, all of that. So I like to share. I like to give back. Because I believe if you give back, God will bless you. He will bless you. And I don't know what somebody else is going through, you know. Um, I am blessed that my bills are paid. I don't worry every time I see a light company truck outside. I don't get to worrying and looking at something that got a light on in my house and say, "Oh shit, let me see if that's gonna go out." Then I know they didn't cut my shit off. You know, I don't have no fear that every time I see a gas truck pull up, oh shit, am I gonna be able to use some hot water to wash my ass? Oh damn, what's gonna happen? I don't have those fears. If I hear my landlord knocking at the door, I don't feel like, oh shit, is that them to tell me, bitch, you ain't paid rent in a couple of months, so now we need our place back? You know, I don't have those fears. Thank you, Lord. But some people live with those fears every day. Some people live with that every day. And in some situations, it's genuinely out of their control. It's genuinely out of their control, you know, for whatever the reason. So I don't take it for granted. I thank God every day, that I'm a woman I'll be 55 next month. Okay. That's not old, but that ain't young, 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 you know. But I'm in a position that the age that I am, I can do pretty much what I want to do with my time. It's up to me. If I want to lay around my house for 2 weeks, I can do that. If I want to go help my niece out with her children, I can do that. If I want to go and volunteer somewhere, I can go do that. I can pretty much do what I want to do with my time, and that's a blessing. That is a blessing, you know. And at the same time, whether I do it or I don't do it, I can still eat whatever I want to eat. I got appliances and stuff to cook what I want to cook. It's a whole lot. I can go in my kitchen and pull out anything I get the desire to eat. I might have to unthaw it because it might be froze, but it's in there and I can go. We got so many things, guys, to be thankful for, to thank God for, you know, things that other people take for granted, you know, is is something that others are out here every day struggling with. Like tomorrow, somebody worried about tomorrow. Somebody don't know what tomorrow gonna bring. Is tomorrow the 5th or is today the 5th? And y'all know by the 5th, everybody's rent is due. Somebody is saying, oh my God, somebody is panicking right now, saying, I ain't got the landlord's money. Oh my God, what am I gonna do? What my baby's gonna do? I gotta go move in with my sister, with my brother, somebody is saying these things. Somebody is saying, I don't want to have to make this move, but this is what I got to do. Just so I'm not living amongst the elements outside. So we got so much to be thankful for. We really do. It's so much going on that we, just should not take things for granted. And I don't take my YouTube family for granted. I don't have no huge, large channel. It ain't every time I come on here that my channel just get flooded with 300, 400, 500 people. You know, I don't have that. But them that do, you know, sometimes they get a little cocky. And sometimes God got to remind them, excuse me, I'm the one that's sending the people over here. Especially if that's something that mean the most to you. Now, see, I'm one of those people, whether I got a big crowd or a small crowd, I'm still just Krista on this piece. Okay. It don't, the only thing that moved me any different far as a larger crowd is if I'm trying to keep up with y'all comments and entertain y'all up on the stage and all of this other stuff. But other than that, shoot, I'm cool. I'm good. Okay. I'm going to be just Krista. I ain't go, Lord, please keep me. I don't want to get the big head. I already got a big ass head. I don't want to get the big head and all of that stuff, you know. But I'm thankful. However, God bless me. Okay. We got a lot to be thankful for. Let me get to y'all comments real quick. But shout out to the new subbies. I appreciate y'all. You know, sometimes we got to talk and just know. But again, you know, drop down sometime. Just let us know you family. And I ain't saying drop down because in case you in a need, instead of going to your family, you can say, hey, just Krista, can you loan me 5 or 10? I ain't talking about like that now. And so that's the only time that you drop down. But I'm just saying, just being family, just so we can know that you family. So if you do get in a position where you feel like, you know what, I'm gonna ask Just Krista if she can help me out a little bit. And it's not coming from me, it's coming from us. It's coming from all the romancers because it take all of us to get together and do this thing, not just one or two of us. Okay. But yeah, there's been people on here we've helped out. And when we help them out, if they could tell you, but they probably won't, I don't tell nobody's business. They don't tell their business. But I tell them that's not from Just Krista. That's not from Just Krista. I'm just the person that's in control of this. That's come from your family. That come from your sisters and brothers and people that you see in that chat commenting and everything. The ones up there in the clouds, the ones down there in the bushes, that come from them. That's not from Just Krista. Okay? They'll tell you when I send them whatever I send them, I say that's from the romancers. That's what I put. That's how I feel. That's how I feel because we a family over here. We've always been a family over here. You know, I had one lady. She said, "I got to stop being selfish." She said, "I know you want your channel to grow." She said, "But I like it when it's just us." She's like, "Oh man, I'm trying to look at all of these other people coming in here now and drop it down." She said, and I said, she said she had to tell her husband, "I got to stop being selfish with just Krista." Because now her channel is growing, you know, and we got other people coming in and stuff. She said, but I'm so used to it just being us. We would be over there talking, giggling, laughing, crying, you know, sharing recipes. And she said, but you know, she and her husband had to tell her, well, that's, you know, a part of what happens, you know. And I told her, I said, but I appreciate it. But you want some one-on-one time? Contact me. You want some one-on-one time with Just Krista? Just contact me. Here's my phone number. Just call me up. Because I understand. I get it. I got YouTubers too that, you know, I like it that when it's just that little intimate, just us. You know what I mean? I know what you mean. I know how that go. Shit. Hell yeah. I get it. Hypnotic Touch said, wishing everyone a beautiful day. May you continue to invite blessings, respect, love, and prosperity into your life. Yes, sis, thank you. She always say that beautiful prayer over us. Sweet lady, won't you be my love for a lifetime? I'll be there. Okay, she was singing that to Grandma Love. Yes, Grandma Love is very sweet. She is. Good morning, Wanda R. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning, NTV. Good morning. Heart to you. Love, 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 honey. That's 2 hearts, not one. All right. All right. Oh shit, you listen to my baby channel. Oh, that's my baby. We are family. Wait a minute. We are family. Family means Ohana? Ohana? Nobody gets left behind or forgotten. Oh, I didn't know that's what that means. Thanks for sharing that, NTV. That's right. That's how I feel. Y'all don't know when I take you like I take you and I love on you and I consider you to be family. Yeah, that's in my heart. That's from my heart. Thank you, sis, for listening, Grandma Loves channel. Yes. Hey, Dreamy. Begging on a public app will never work for me. Yeah, Dreamy, and I understand. It's not for everybody. It's not for everybody. And you know what? Um it's not easy to come to people and ask them for help. It's not. It's that's not easy. Even if just Krista make you feel comfortable or whatever, that's not it's not easy to come to somebody and ask them for help. It ain't easy to sometimes ask somebody for a quarter. You know what I mean? It is what it is. But it's nice when somebody can help you and they make you feel comfortable in knowing that they can help you. But I get it. And I know some people come on here and just ask for stuff just to be asking. You know, they take their money and do what the hell they want to do with it, but they'll take your money and do what they supposed to do with it. You know what I'm saying? I get that part too. So you definitely got to know the difference. Karaoke superwoman. Okay. I'm not your superwoman. Mm, mm, mm. I'm just the kind of. Okay. All right. Hey, baby. Let's chill. Hey, let's settle down. Y'all, that's my baby. Salute, everyone. Salute, baby. Good morning. So, to the lovely. Yes, thanks for sharing my sis channel. Thank you. Thanks for the hearts and roses. Yeah. But shout out to my new subbies. What's up? I am your host, Just Krista, aka Just Chill Krista. My pleasure, my promise is I promise to entertain you. Okay. And if for some reason you find you are not being entertained, I'm asking you just tap me on my shoulder, whichever one you choose. We'll add some lighter fluid to that thing and fire it up. Okay. That's what I'll do just for you. Okay. Now, listen, I want to start by saying thank you. Thank you to everybody that came out and joined my baby on his channel last night. Shout out to y'all. Shout out to his replay gang. Okay. Y'all was ganging on a beat. Okay. Y'all was ganging. Okay. I didn't go back over there before I came on to see how many of y'all came through. Shout out to the new subscribers. OMG. I remember when we was getting him to 500. Oh my God. I feel so happy. I feel so blessed um that you guys are doing that. Now I ain't saying you doing it for me, but however you doing it, okay? I'm sure you doing it for him. You know, y'all been seeing him around and different things like that. Y'all been seeing him over here on my channel and all of that. And thank y'all. Thank y'all for blessing my baby. I appreciate y'all so much. Those of you who just came and just hung out in the cloud and hung out in the bushes, shout out to y'all. You know, God bless you. Really, for real, God bless you. And I'm gonna start adding that to my prayer, just in case he get a little too busy. You know, I'm gonna start asking God to bless the people that bless his channel. with your presence and sharing your time. I'm gonna add that to my list of prayers. Okay? Cuz he mean that much to me. Yeah. But shout out to y'all and thank y'all for coming over and joining us yesterday. We met a new content creator, a gentleman. Uh, is it Kev Stutter or Stutter Kev? It's one of those ways. So shout out to him. We met him. I'm looking forward to him coming through. We enjoyed him on yesterday. Looney hit the panel yesterday. So that was good. Y'all already know my baby was cammed up with his drink and stuff. Y'all know he don't drink no alcohol. But we had a good time. We had beautiful conversation. He showed us a couple of clips that some may have seen, some may not. I had never seen those clips um, about the whole what Donald Trump said that the other guy said before he passed away and stuff. So I had never seen all of that, but I was able to see it yesterday. And I just enjoyed myself. I almost didn't want to leave, you know. But I think he did a lot. I think it was about 2 hours or a little bit over 2 hours. But it was really, really nice. It was nice sitting around listening to the nice little mellow music. Hypnotic Touch. She hit the panel last night. And she sang for us. We just had a good time. We really, really did. You enjoyed yourself? I did too. I enjoyed you, sis. I did. Um, it's just so nice to get together with people and not be fussing, fighting, um, and still enjoying yourself. You know, um, chill is just his name. He's chill. He's very laid back. Okay, and I love that. I love that. I really, really do. Um, I enjoy his energy that we exchange. All that great stuff. I'm gonna try not to talk too much because I know I can get to talking, 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 talking. You know, It was a great chill atmosphere. Yes, it is. It'll put you in chill mode. I remember my one cousin used to say, Dad, Krista, every time I come to your house, I get sleepy. He's like, man, I be up. He said, and I'll say, well, let me go stop by and see what my cousin Krista doing. He's like, man, I be ready to just hang out. He said, and every time I get to your doggone house, I get sleepy. And I used to tell him all the time, I used to say, part of the reason is because I pray in my house. Child, it's some prayer running through here. I said, and you feel that peace, you feel that comfort. He's like, yeah, there's always dim in your house. Well, I always been sensitive to light. So yeah, that too. But the comfort, we like real masculine energy. Hey, Treeby. What's up, boo? Yeah. Dreamy. Oh Lord, help us not to be messy. Oh my goodness, that made me laugh. I wasn't expecting that one. Thank God I wasn't drinking no water. But yeah, we had a really good time. Um, okay. Nope, I ain't gonna say that. I was gonna say something. I'm like, nope, Krista, don't you do it. You better shut your mouth. I keep my house dark too. You do hypnotic touch? I do too. I do too. Like sometime, like right now, like my room, because I got like the teal turquoise curtain. So my room is like really, it's like this sea blue, which I love because the sun is shining through it. It just feel like it gives you that oceany feel. And I got my plants and stuff around. But like the other parts of the house where I don't have like the light sheer type light curtains, yeah, it's nice and dim. But it's so relaxing for me. I can't really, do like a lot of light. I'm sensitive to light, and then the one medicine that I take, it makes me even more sensitive to light. But people make fun of me, and I just joke it off. I just laugh it off. Sweet dreams are made of these. Who are we to disagree? I traveled the world in 7 seas. Everybody's looking for me. I guess that's how I go. Sweet dreams are made of these. Yeah. Um, but yeah, so we had a really, really good time. It was so enjoyable. It was so nice. Um, okay, I guess that's all I'll say because I talk too much. What else went on? Wait a minute, what did you say? My grandson came over one day and was like, Granny, are you having a seance? What? Oh my goodness. You know what? And the way I burn candles and stuff, he said little different things. He started opening up all my windows. I know one day when my mom and my sister came over, and like I said, most of the time when people come to my house, we go straight to the kitchen. We just do because I'm usually gonna cook something, or I'm gonna offer something to cook, or I already didn't cooked, or I didn't bake something. And so we finna sit there and talk and eat, and I'm always feeding people. You know what I'm saying? So the one day I was still cooking, and my mom and my sister came over, and not my real mom, my dad's wife. They came over, and when they came through the door, because it was snow, was it snowing outside? I think it had been snowing or something. And I was still cooking. I was like, okay, I said, let me finish up what I'm doing or whatever. Y'all just have a seat. So they was sitting in the living room, and then after a while, my mom, she's like, man, I gotta get out of this living room. I was like, what's wrong? What happened? Is it too cold? What? And she was like, nah, it's too dark in here, and I'm getting ready to go to sleep. I said, well, mom, let the shades. So they started letting the shades up and stuff, so she was able to see outside. So she's like, now that's better. That's how it's supposed to be. Don't you want to know what's going on outside? I said, nope. She was like, what? I said, Mom, I don't want to know. I said, all that energy from outside coming into my house. Hey, Elaine, thanks for chilling with us last night. I was like, Mom, all that energy from outside, I don't want all that energy in my home. I don't. And for, I think, a couple of days, I had left the blinds up. And I'm telling you, every time I would walk past my living room, and I live on a busy street, that's all I would see was traffic going by. And all it just up and down. It drove me nuts. I could not relax until I went back in there and closed my shades down. I closed my shades down and I was like, phew. Now that's what I'm talking about. It was like I cut all that energy right out of my house. I don't want all that energy coming into my home. I'll deal with that when I go out there and deal with it. Okay. I'll deal with it then. When I'm in my car and I got to go here, go there, or I'm driving up and down the street for whatever the reason, or doing whatever it is, I'll deal with that then. When I go get my mail, when I go do my laundry, whatever it is, I'll deal with it then. But before that, I'm good. Drip, what's up, baby? I thought Drip, I had put you out. Drip, don't make me, Drip, Drip, get up here. Get up here so I can say it right to your face. Right to your face. Right to your face. I want to tell you right to your face. I ain't gonna say it behind your back. I What's up, Drip? What's up, baby? Good to see you. You sit up there and mistreat me, putting me down. Ignited touch, aka isn't her voice beautiful? Isn't her... Wait a minute, y'all. Hold on. Excuse me, y'all. Some people. Good morning, sir.
Good morning. What's up with you, Chris?
Ain't no good. Good morning. What's up with you, Chris?
What I
Drip,
do
we
this time?
missed you. We missed you.
I was around
You was over
yesterday. I
there.
just I had the trail ride. That's why I disappeared. I was at the trail ride. I don't want to interrupt nobody's live on my
Oh,
background.
oh,
That one
that's what
Lolo
was happening.
show that was this weekend.
Oh, okay. Oh, I apologize because I said when I catch him, it's gonna be me and him. I got
But I was
words.
around most of the day until I went and did that.
Oh, okay. Well, I seen you other places. I was like,
Oh
wait a
yeah,
minute, he ain't stopped by us and embrace us with his presence and come talk to us and all of that. Don't be, you know,
when I
I
seen
ain't
your
know
light
we.
on, your light was red, but when I clicked on it, it was already over.
It was already what?
I said when I seen that you was live, but when I clicked on it, you had already ended it.
Oh, okay, okay, all right. So what's up? I heard you finna do videos. You finna open up your channel and stuff. You finna start
Yeah,
doing the lives and stuff.
I've been doing lives. It's just I'm trying to get a new laptop so I can do content the way I want to because I can't control it like I want to on my phone. So once I get my laptop, then I'm gonna
Hmm.
start doing more content.
So are you already? So you already a content creator?
Right. I got probably
Okay.
down to 4,000 subs already. I've been on here for years. I just found y'all like 3 years ago.
Now, when they was talking yesterday about the whole uppity thing, I said, now I remember Drip because I used to be over at Nest
Right.
sometime. Yeah, and I said I remember him, coming through and talking and stuff. I didn't remember everything about it because I didn't know everybody like I know some of them now. And I was like, oh, okay, I remember Drip now. So
That's
you
when I
gonna
first
make sure
came
you,
around the beach sector about 3 years ago. That's when Ness was doing that
yep,
little dating show.
yep,
Yeah,
yep. Because they was gonna do one for me. They was gonna
right.
do one
Everybody
for
started
me.
trying to do it.
Yep, yep. And then Ness and Lemon both was going we know which one was going to do the dating show for me, and then I forgot who we ended up settling that was going to do it cuz Lemon used to be over there with Ness a lot. So yeah, that was like a big thing.
Right.
Okay. Well, make sure you drop your link so we can follow you. We can come over and support you.
Okay, I
When you
guess
got any plans
I'll
on
type
going
it
live
in now.
anytime soon? Huh?
I was gonna go live yesterday, but I forgot it was Lolo's birthday, so I canceled my live so she could do her thing.
Okay. So I did peek in like towards the end because I was over there at Chill's thing with him, of course. I did peek in and they was like she was enjoying herself because Lola love her like rap music or whatever,
Oh yeah, she like
So
music period. She be able to jig, especially when she ride.
yeah. So she was listening to that and enjoying herself. I was like, oh, that's what's up. I see LG was up there with her, and I think it was Princess X. I think she was up there. Um, and then I
Okay.
had left out
Might need
and
to
that they left.
drop Chill's link because I don't know if I'm subbed to him yet.
You ain't subbed to Chill, really?
We just met like last week, and I don't think that I got his link to where I could sub to him yet.
Oh, okay. Krista and Chill. I didn't see a remix. Chatty Patties. I didn't see what? Um. Oh, I didn't even did remix go live because I didn't end up going to remix yesterday. Even if he did, because I was I ain't gonna say what was going on. My eyes are sensitive to light too. Yeah, hypnotic touch.
Yeah, but that's what my live was gonna be about yesterday. I think I titled it just vibes and conversations, just to chill and just
Oh,
conversate
I
with some
love
people.
stuff like that. I'll definitely come over and support you. You know that.
Right.
So
I
who all
really
coming over?
appreciate it.
Did anybody say who was all
Um,
coming over?
I don't know. It's really all a surprise because I support just about everybody on here, so it'll be different groups of people. Plus y'all, whoever comes. So it'll be random, just whoever show up when that light come on.
Okay. Okay. Well, I will definitely be over, because I appreciate you coming over here and chilling out and laughing and talking with us. And us smaller YouTubers, we gotta stick together. And when I say smaller, I don't mean that we don't have a lot of subs or we got too little of subs, but just us that people ain't every time we hit our live button, we don't have 2, 3, 400 people just showing up, you know, even if they
I
showing
I'll
up
be
just to
fine
sit
if
there.
I'll be fine with 5 or 10 people. You know what I'm saying? I don't do that.
See,
Who get the most number shit? That ain't what I do it for.
right. Mm-hmm. Yep. So definitely.
All right,
So that's
chill.
why I
I'm locked
say,
in with you.
but
I wasn't subscribed to you, but I am now.
okay. And I got to make sure I'm subscribed to you because, wait a minute, I should be, but I don't. You said, but you haven't been going live. So I was going to say, I
Yeah,
haven't
I
been
do
seeing
lives. I
you.
just I just haven't been consistent with it. But yeah, I do lives. If you go look at my page, I got lives on there.
Okay, I gotta make sure. Can somebody make sure that they put or if you want to drop your in the back so that it'll turn up into a link that I can click on, so I can go right over there and just click on it,
Okay.
or I can make
I'm
sure
finna put my handle
because
in the chat. I got two
if you put
pages,
it
so
in
I'm
the
gonna put
chat
my
and
handle in there.
yeah, you can put it in the chat too, but if you put in the chat, I won't be able to click it. It'll still be in black, but if you put it in the back,
Okay.
it'll turn into a link for me.
All right, give me a second.
I'm not
Let
telling
me
him
do
to
it on
give
my
me no
tablet.
other information, y'all, in the back. So don't y'all get no
Let
ideas to
them
my
run with
Krista
their
was telling Drip.
narratives. I love narratives. Fuck them.
Krista was telling Drip to get in the back and send her something in
You know that's
private.
gonna pop up somewhere today. Somebody gonna say it.
Yeah. Oh, well, I'm just happy to see you. Glad that you came over and stuff. And, you know, I just be picking at you. But
Oh yeah, we good. I
definitely
don't
gonna
take
be over
shit
there
too
to
serious
support you.
like that.
They said Drip got down yesterday when Krista got the cussing over there at Lemons. I said, what? I said, don't be acting like Drip scared of me. That goddamn Rex that got on my damn nerves. Sitting up there always somewhere calling somebody out their name.
Yeah,
But
for a
me and
minute I
Rex do
thought
that all the
Rex
time.
came up there because he came in there hot, and then I heard my name in his mouth, and I was gonna
Mhm.
fire back at him. But shit, we gotta understand it. We ain't got no issue.
Yeah, me and Rex go through that all the time. Then Rex will come over here. Me and Rex will be laid back, laughing and talking. But sometimes he'll say stuff just to get me there. It's certain people they love to argue with me. Hey, Brown Beauty World, what's up, girlfriend? What's up, sis? If y'all grown, wait a minute, what did it say?
But
Good
that's
morning,
what people like.
JC.
People ain't watching if it ain't no bullshit going on.
You know it. You already know. You already know. Because yesterday, them numbers was in the threes, early fours. And as soon as I came up there with the rah, 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 them numbers went, whoop, they started, whoop, they started coming
Yeah,
on in
yeah,
there. But, I had to be sarcastic to Mister and tell him, oh, let me get out of here before, so your people can come back, so your crowd can come back.
right. But I
But
dropped
I
down
just
though
have a good
because
time on here.
once your Rex and Leonard start going at it, I'm like, I ain't finna comment on them because there was a few things that was said and I wanted to say something, but it wasn't my business. So that's why I dropped down. Like, I ain't even finna do that.
See, and I like when I see, like, I've heard different people like talk to you because of the way that you kind of like express yourself when different things is going on. And I'm like, why take, I mean, I think to me we all play our part. You know what I'm saying? And to me, when you do that, you giving somebody a chance. It's not for everybody, but it's for somebody. So I like when you be
Right,
talking and stuff. Like when that troll came up there yesterday. Oh, Lemon, can we just, because we're bored and all of this stuff. And I'm like, this is the same woman who said the same thing about me. But my thing is,
right,
why don't you come up there and entertain then? Since you is the only person and you and your other three accounts, because not everybody is feeling like you're feeling. Like me personally, I was one of the people watching his show last night when all of y'all was up there talking. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed
yeah,
seeing three real men up on a panel talking. And I don't care who don't like what I'm saying. It felt good to see three real men up on a panel talking, not nobody up there with dicks and wigs and dresses on, and all of that stupid foolish shit, confused.
right.
It was just
And see,
nice to
Krista,
hear
the
all of
thing
y'all
about
talk.
that is, like people try to play the seniority card. Like I told you, I've been around the B sector. I don't claim no sector. That's why I get trips on. But
I don't
people play
either. I
like
don't
that
know if you know that
seniority
about me.
card. Like,
I don't
oh,
either.
you ain't been around here. Don't nobody know you. Yes, I've been around for years, but
Yep.
I'm
Yes, you
not the
have.
sector. And then because of the people that be around there, I know other people in other sectors. So when they see me in the B sector, they put a jacket on me like, oh, he's talking to people in the community. So what? They cool people. You know what I'm saying? They
Mm-hmm.
still human. Just because I'm around
Mm-hmm.
the shit, that's why other people shit don't grow and they're stuck in a certain area because they can't do nothing
Mm-hmm.
nowhere else. So
Right.
it don't bother me
And
though.
and I don't mind it either. And I'm gonna tell you where it gets disrespectful and it make people think crazy about it. Cause I don't mind it either. I don't have no phobias towards gays or anything. I have nieces and
Not
nephews
at
and
all.
stuff. I have a nephew that's married, all of that stuff. I even have a niece that's transitioning into a guy, and a lot of people know about that, my YouTube thing. And they remember when she was a little girl. But um my thing is the ones that come on and be disrespectful, where they will see straight men and they will actually sit there and try to push their way on a straight man. A straight man don't want another nigga because you choose to put on a wig and a dress.
Right.
They don't want you making passes at them. They don't want you talking about, yes, you is, you gonna take me out, and yes, you is, I'm coming over there to go lay up in your bed with you and all. Don't no straight man that, no. I mean,
Nah,
that's
they
no,
ain't
I know
having it
we on
like
the
that.
internet, but that's like walking up to a straight man and you somebody with a wig and a dick and a dress on, talking about, and walking up to them and touching them or something. You get the hell knocked out of you.
Right. And that's the
Don't
thing
be
though.
don't
Like I don't
don't
have
do
no
that.
problem. I don't have no problem with gay men, but I will let them know, like, as long as you don't look at me or touch me like that, you know what I'm saying? I could be
That's
cool with you
right.
because that's just not
Yep.
me. But then
Yep.
people put a
And
jacket
that's
on
the
you because
problem
you're
that
friends
people
with them
have.
that something wrong with it. Ain't nothing wrong with being friends with
No.
or being cool with somebody because of what they do.
Right. And
That's
how
their
they
business.
choose to be. Right.
Right.
And I don't have a problem with them, but that's what that's where the problem come in with the ones that and I won't say all of them, but that's what come in with some of the ones that come up on Lemon's panel and what they do is how they carry on and the things that come out of their mouth. You're like insinuating that these straight men want you in that way, and because they be nice to
Right.
you or decent. Because Lemon run a panel for everybody. I tell people that all the time when they try to say, "Oh, he must be gay and he must be." No, he's not. But he just
See, that's that
always had
jacket
his
right
place.
there. Especially when
Yeah,
you
I said, but
see
he's
or you know
always
some
just
of
had
our
it.
history and we are dealing with women. And that's where they get it
Hmm.
fucked up because women is the most biggest supporters on YouTube. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Hmm.
Need the men
Yeah.
to support each other more because women support everybody and those are the biggest supporters.
Thank you, Drip. And that's what I be trying to, they love to say I'm male identified and I just love to see, and Lemon always even tease me, you just want to see, you just dick crazy and all of this stuff. You can say whatever you want to say, but I do like to see that. I get tired of looking at a bunch of damn women all the goddamn time. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I want to see the I like the masculine energy. I love it. I love being around it. I feel protected. Hi, Mel.
And that's
Hey,
what my
what's
page is for.
up?
Everybody welcome, but it's just general conversation most of the time. I'm not coming on here to clown and drag and all that, but
Yeah.
don't think it's not in me because I sound calm. But I'm an introvert.
Hmm.
It'll take a lot for me to get there if I let you get me there. But my page is
Right.
just for, like meeting y'all, meeting new people. We just sitting up there shooting the shit, have grown conversations and have fun.
Yep. Yep. And that's what I like. I love when we can just sit around and laugh and talk. But I do love a male's perspective on things. And not only that, and because it sometimes it's, guys keep a lot in. You know what I mean? Sometimes, so when you make a guy feel comfortable enough to open up and talk about different things and all of that stuff. I love the
We
male
just got to
energy
be
too. I know
comfortable
that's right, Mel.
with who
Me
we're
too.
around.
Me too,
Once we feel
sis.
comfortable, and I talk to
Yup.
you like if I talk to another grown man and we talk, more than a few times, you got to get comfortable around another man before you open up to know how to talk to him because we always evaluate each other. So once you get comfortable, then we can have good conversation without no bullshit.
Yes, and I love that. I do. I mean, and I love. Don't get me wrong. I talk with a lot of ladies. I be on panels. A lot of. I don't share a lot of it. But I do be other places on panels where, be a lot of us ladies and, we talk about girly stuff. We talk about things that affect women and, relationships. We talk about recipes and the kids and all types of stuff. But when you get
Right. I
some
don't know if you
guys
seen me the
because it's
other
so
day.
rare.
I think you was doing a review on your makeup and stuff, and I came in and I hit the like button. But then when I seen what you was talking about, I just let you know I hit the like button because y'all doing y'all girly thing. But I just came through to show support.
Right. I knew like a lot of guys would, I knew like guys that would, they enjoy supporting me. I didn't really expect for y'all to sit there and go, oh, girl, yeah, that's a nice lip color.
I don't know. After I seen what y'all was doing and shit, I think Brooke was up there, which I'm like, nah, this conversation ain't for me. But Chris, I came and hit the like button. I'm out.
Oh, okay, the day with the blue lipstick. Oh my God.
Yeah,
That was so challenging for me. That was like, out of all the things that, I'm going to be reviewing for her products, that one was going to be the toughest. Because like I said, I'm a woman of a particular age. That and then blue,
my bad, touch touch.
everybody, but I pulled it off. You know, the two main people was okay with it. My baby said, okay, he liked it, and then of course Heidi, the woman that's is her products,
That's all that matters.
enjoyed it. So that's what matters. Now other people they had, they was like, now wait a minute now. Hold on. But I would say I had more people that that watched the video that gave me positiveness about it. They was like, I mean, if anybody could pull off a blue lip, then I would say that would be you because everybody can't do that, you know. And then of course I had some, uh, I had more positive about the video than I had negative, you know. Now some
But me
people
as a
think
man
that
looking
it's
in with that, when I seen it, like some people just get outrageous with it. I think you gotta have a skin tone to do bullshit like that. And
yes.
so with a lighter skin tone, you can pull more off than a dark woman could. So that's what I think
Yeah.
about it. It's a skin tone thing.
Yeah, definitely with that blue, yeah. And then when I went back and I looked at the video versus what it looked like in real time, I mean, in like that I can see right here myself, it's a little bit darker. Now, it looked a little bit lighter on camera, but it's a little bit darker when you look at it. And that's why, like, I had a couple of ladies who said that they really want to try it because, they just want to try it. They want to be bold about it. And I'm like, it's a little bit darker. So you would really enjoy it. It is a little bit darker. It's not as light as it looked, you know, on the screen. And I tried to do it where it was just the natural light coming into my home versus me trying to play with that white light bulb, you know. But yeah, you don't want to hear all that.
Just keep
But
doing what
yeah,
you're doing. Even the people that said it don't look good, still be able to accept that bad criticism because that don't mean that they down you. You know what I'm saying? They just
right.
it's just criticism.
Yeah, it just wasn't one of their favorite looks that Kristen did, you know. And I
Uh,
get that. Just like Mr. Man. I mean, of course he was child, don't worry about Lemon and what he say. But of course he, had something to say. He didn't like that. He didn't like that. But a lot of people laughed about that. But I have had other looks and stuff, so it's a lot of good things going on. It's the woman when pushed. It's the women when pushed that jackets on these straight
change
men.
change
Let's
that
see.
change that win to that.
Huh?
What she's saying is it's the women that push the jacket on straight men. As
Oh,
far as because
okay.
like we was talking about us being cool with somebody from the community, it's the women that push their jacket on us like we must be gay too because we cool with somebody from the community.
Yeah, and I don't see it that way. I just think that, the other people that is this way, need to be mindful of that and don't do that and then sit there because somebody don't agree with it, want to say, oh, they have a phobia and they bashing me and they don't like gays and stuff. No, I don't like what you're doing. Don't push that. Don't, because I accept you for who you are and don't care that you who you are. Don't don't take that I want to date you. I don't want to,
Right.
I'm talking about if I was a straight man, like I could imagine a straight man. That don't mean, nigga, I want to date you. I don't, you pulling off your dress and your wig and laying down and it's the same thing I got up. No, that's not gonna turn me on. You standing in front of
Right.
me
And
and you
what's
got the
funny
same
to
thing I
me,
got.
this
No.
happened to me like I've been a lot of places and I seen somebody say something like, he's over there, he's talking to them, and this is a woman, but she has a
Mhm.
girlfriend, so you're in the community. So what the fuck are you trying to say? You know what I'm saying? It was just crazy. They were
Wow.
trying to put a jacket on me, saying, he might be gay because he's over there talking to him, but you're in the community. So are you contradicting yourself? I mean, are you clowning your
Wow.
own man? I mean, you know what I'm saying? It was just
And I
crazy.
wouldn't say I don't know why that person would feel that way just because you somewhere, but I know that hey, that's what goes on.
My
Like
name
I
been
said,
bouncing
that's
around lately. Everywhere I go, I click on something, it's drip something. So I like
yeah, I've been seeing
I
your name out
adore the
here a lot.
attention. I
I've been
adore the
seeing your
attention.
name out here a
And
lot.
thank you.
Use it to grow your channel
Oh, I
if
mean,
that's what
that's
you
what I
want to
say.
do.
When I start
Yeah,
pushing content, it'll be different. Cause I'm thinking like, if I go live 3 times a week, one day it might be like, news about what's going on in the world. Then probably Wednesday, just something else. And then the weekend, it's just like open panel, let's chill. You know what I'm saying? Just 3 different concepts throughout the week instead of just
that
pushing the
sounds
same
good.
bullshit that be on here. Because everywhere I go, it's
And you
just
know what you're gonna
drama,
find
drama,
too,
drama.
Drip? And you know what you're gonna find too, Drip? And you probably already know this, because like you said, you've been around for a while. You're gonna find
Yeah,
that you're gonna have your audience that enjoy you no matter what, no matter what you bring,
right.
and they're gonna be the ones that support you. They're the ones that's gonna even come out other places and support you. And then once you get that, you're gonna be pretty much like myself. I'm coming home to my people because I feel like talking. I don't feel like answering. I don't feel like nobody bashing me upside my head. I want to share stuff. I want to talk about stuff. And I'm coming home. And I have people that support me, and they be like, Krista, ain't no place like Hypnotic Touch and say, ain't no place like home. Ain't no space like home. In other words, come home and
Right.
talk to us. I know it's a
When I
few of
first
us and it's
started
a whole
pushing
lot
my
of them over
page
there.
and I actually started going live, I was giving everybody sticks, you know what I'm saying, thinking that they cool wrenches. And
Hmm.
once I start figuring who people was and how they are, I went in there and I erased everybody's stick. So if you're showing me loyalty and shit, then you might get one. But
Right.
everybody don't get no wrench on my page no more because I think people use it to stay safe. So if they talk shit, they can't get blocked the time there. That's why most people want a
Okay.
wrench.
Mm.
That's why
Now I
people
give out
complain about
wrenches.
wrenches so they can't get knocked off or blocked.
Yeah. Now I give out wrenches because of what happened to me on my page where I trusted some people and I don't know who it was. They went through and just hid everybody from my channel. I mean everybody just about. I would get like
Yeah,
one
that's
comment.
crazy.
Yeah. And so
I
I
had a
said, you know
homeboy
what?
on here to where he gave another dude the key to his page, and they had a little. They was bumping heads one day, and the next day after he gave him the key to his shit, he went there and deleted all his content, and he had interviews with celebrities and everything on there, and wiped his whole page clean. I'm like, that's fucked up.
Oh man. Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah. That's crazy. Yeah. So mm, it's a lot that can go on. But it's all YouTube. Like I said, I give certain people managing mod, you know, but having a regular just mod stick over here, it's just like being just a regular person. It just means can't nobody get mad at you because you posted something or you and them got a problem. So now they want to,
Right.
you know,
I got three
yeah.
managing minds and probably 8 other people that actually got a rent. And then there's people I know.
Hmm.
Other than that, you have to prove to me your loyalty or something to get one.
Right. And don't just be doing it just for that reason. Do it, because you really rock with me like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, you definitely gonna find your core people. I know I'm gonna be over there. I mean, add you to the list. Let me add Drip to the list of people to encourage to go live. Okay. Put that
All right.
right here.
I don't know if I'm gonna do one today. It depends on how my day go, but it'll be the same title, just vibes and conversation.
Yeah. Yeah. That'll be cool. That's gonna be cool. And you gonna be on StreamYard. You gonna have a panel or you gonna do the other one? The
Oh yeah, I'll
virtual.
do a panel. But
You
that's
gonna
why I
do
said I don't pay for StreamYard yet because I don't have the equipment I want to, do what I want. So I'm not gonna pay for StreamYard until I get it all the way together.
Because you get the free, but you get what, 20 hours of free StreamYard a month?
No, I didn't know that.
Yeah, just if you sign up for it, you get 20 hours free every month. But now if you do more than 20, that's when, you want to get into the pay thing. I was doing verticals at first, but for some reason, and I don't know if StreamYard has something to do with this or if YouTube, when I just do the vertical and then try to do StreamYard, my verticals is
Hmm.
so low you can't hear me. I have to actually
That's
come
your
back to
phone.
StreamYard.
That's
It's my
like if you
phone?
got an earpiece or if you got your speakerphone on. If you're doing a vertical, it's best to just do it through your speakerphone.
Yeah. But I try
That don't have nothing to
everything
do with
and
StreamYard though.
oh, okay. Well, I said they got into my phone and did something because they wanted me. They wanted my money
But
on StreamYard because I was like,
before you hit your live button, you can go in your settings and it's going to ask you, do you want to put it on Bluetooth or speaker? And while you're in that option, you can turn your mic up before you hit the live button. You can't change it once you hit live. So you got to turn your mic up before you go
oh,
live.
hey, misunderstood. Hey, boo. Hey, sis. That's my BB. That's my BBW sister. She thinks she's a BBW.
How you doing, lady?
I love you, so misunderstood. She always, Krista, no, we're BBW. I'm like, you're not a BBW.
Let her be
Yeah,
that. Let her be that.
I know. Sometimes I let her be that, but sometimes I have to remind her because she be out here fronting talking about because me and Krista, we BBWs. And I'm like, no, ma'am, you're not a
Gone and
BBW.
stun on them.
We are both, look at her. We are both BBWs. I'm like, girl. She said, hey, Trip.
How you doing, misunderstood?
Yeah. Yeah, I gotta get on. I'll be catching your what you call your replays, misunderstood, because she like me. We'll just get the urge and just hit that button. So I be catching her replay. She over there talking to that young Mr. Claude. Her and Mr. Claude be having me going.
But I got a request for you, Krista.
Huh?
I got a request for you. Like, I've been past the sub mark and I've been past the 3,000 hours, but I created a playlist on my page and it's a drip videos where I create a lot of playlists. So if y'all ever cleaning up or just chilling, go listen to them playlists to get me to 4,000.
Get, now, what was the end part? You said I heard about the three.
Now I have over 3,000 watch hours, but I want to hit that
Yes.
4,000 mark. So I went and I
Yes.
created, some mixed playlists on my page, and it's the one that say drip videos. And
Okay.
if y'all just doing something and want to listen to music, y'all can go listen to them playlists to, get me to that 4,000 hour watch time.
Oh, yes, no problem. And that's another thing that I do because, like this phone right here, yes, Drip has a channel. That's what I told him. A lot of people don't know he got a channel, misunderstood. Yo, she like, Drip has a channel?
I'm gonna
Yo,
type
no
it in there for
schedule. Cloud, LOL, yeah. Um, what I do is a lot of times, because I leave this one on the charger as much as possible because I never know after I get done doing whatever it is I'm doing if I'm going to need to come live or talk to, go up on a panel or something, or somebody might have something going on. So I leave this one on the charger. But what I'll do is mostly hypnotic touch. I have been doing. I did a couple of times for my baby and Lisa. But I'll just have them playing on the on my thing while it's still charging, and I'm going. But this
right.
other phone, I'll have that with me, and I'll be like listening to other people, as I'm going,
Right. I do that
through my
too. Like,
house and stuff.
I have a second phone and I have a tablet, and so I use
Yep.
my second page and then I go into my main page and just push play on it without listening to it. Just let it run.
Oh, that's nice, Misunderstood. She said, okay, if I'm welcome there, I just subbed.
Oh
Oh.
yeah, you're very welcome. Come on through. I don't be talking about
Yeah,
shit. I'm better talking with people than up there talking by myself for an hour or two. So come on and hit the
yeah,
panel and see chat.
yeah, child. I could run my mouth all. I'll be trying. Hey, True Mimi. Good morning. Good morning, Sissy. Good morning. Good morning. Child, I could rub my mouth, child, and talk. I be talking a whole ganga. I be talking about all kinds of stuff.
Hey,
Um,
Crystal, let me change my earbud because it just shut off, and I'll pull it back up on you.
okay, thanks for coming up, Drip. I appreciate you. Um, let me make sure I ain't miss nobody. Um, no, I didn't miss anybody. I got everybody. But Mel, I gotta subscribe to you. Thank you for coming through. Can we talk about the other thing that happened yesterday? I had shared a picture. I just to you, Phil. Yeah. I had shared the picture when Rex was over there showing his wife. So I had shared I tried to like keen in on some butt pictures for the people. And they was like, that's not her. That's not her. That's a catfish. I'm like, what? And I just thought that was so funny. And I never know. The only time that I can really, really recognize how different I look is because I still see me as the big me. Now, I know I'm not, I know I lost the weight. I know I've had skin removal surgery on certain parts of my body and different things like that. But I still see the really big Krista. I don't see that person. And so sometimes when people come in, when my family, especially when they come in from out of town and they see me, they be like, "Oh my God, I didn't know who Krista was." And or they, of course they call me Crystal. And they be like, "That's Crystal? Oh my God." So when I was sharing the pictures and people was like, "That's not really her. That's somebody else." And I'm like, "What?" So it's funny to me. And even sometimes I have to look back at like my old videos or old pictures and stuff of myself and kind of like see the whole thing like through the years, like as I was losing the weight, you know. Um, but yeah, that was funny to me. And I did post some pictures of me. Now, some people said them pictures must be from the 90s. Of course, people say that this picture right here of me on my avatar, people tell me that's not you right now. That's an old picture of you back when you was young. No, that's me. That's me, what, a couple of months ago, I guess? You know, so I get that a lot. I do get that a lot, where people really, you know, and the difference is people got to remember when you lose a certain amount of weight, you will look different no matter what. You will look like a totally different person. Now, it's a difference in a person that's losing 10, 15, 20 pounds and stuff like that. They're going to look one way, okay? But when you a person and you have lost over 100 and something pounds, you're going to look like a different person. You're going to look like a different person. And some people, and that's why I pointed it out, um, because when it first happened to me, I didn't know what the hell was going on. I just knew my one, especially my one arm, it was just blowing up, and I'm like, what the fuck? My arm is starting to look like Popeye the Sailor, you know? And like I said, that's when a lot of women had experienced that with the birth control shot, the depot in their arm. A lot of women was affected by that. And, you know, y'all already know the history behind that. If you don't, Google it. But that's when I, decided, nah, I ain't doing that shit. Put me on the pill. Fuck that, because ain't nobody doing that. And then even with the birth control pill, that was another thing because I've always been a big girl. I ain't never been skinny. I ain't never been none of that. Okay. I've always been a big girl. But the birth control, when you take birth control, it will also blow you up. It will contribute to making women, larger. It is what it is. You got to pick and choose, your struggles and stuff. But once I got to where I was no longer in a relationship, and that's another thing that helped me to lose weight. Once I wasn't in no relationship and I wasn't fooling around, with the hanky pankies and stuff like that, no more shit. I was like, shit, fuck that. I don't need no pill. I'll go back when I start. When I meet me somebody and we doing the tangle in the dark in the night up underneath the sheets and stuff, then we'll go back to that. But until then, I'm good. So that's another thing that helped me with weight loss was coming off of that pill, you know. And of course, after I lost family members and my mom, especially my mom, when I lost my mom, that was real hard for me. I went where I wouldn't eat. I wouldn't eat. I didn't, I didn't want to live. I didn't want to live without my mom. I just couldn't imagine being here without her. It was hard for me. And to the point where I had to go on depression medicine because I got real depressed. I got real bad off, Um, and then as I got older too, so I had different things that contribute to my weight loss, you know. But there are certain things that you can still tell that it's me. And one of the things is them fat ass arms, okay? I still got them fucking fat arms. So I thought that was funny yesterday when who was that? When Mister was like, I mean, you got some fat arms. You can fry some potatoes. I mean, I could take and fry some chicken or make potato salad, some kind of way they said it. But that ain't you. That's somebody that's petite. I'm like, no, that's not petite. That ain't petite. I don't know exactly how that's looking because that was just a little screenshot of a video. But yeah, I thought that was funny. And I shared some other pictures yesterday. Um, some people even said that them pictures was old. No, them pictures ain't that old. They're not that old. I mean, it's not last year or the year before that, but it's not back in the 90s. Now, I could show y'all. I could pull out I still have a photo album. I got a couple of them. Do y'all remember photo albums where you used to sit down and all the kids and you look at all your family members and stuff and the pictures and all of that stuff? I still got a photo album. I got a couple of photo albums. Now I can show y'all some pictures of me in the 90s, early 2000. I can show y'all some pictures of me then, you know. But no, those pictures wasn't from there, you know. Those pictures were actually in my phone, you know. Um, I was trying to find some that was me definitely standing up because I posted a short of me to a thing that I did to my dad, rest in peace. And Mr. Man went over on my picture and said that I was in a wheelchair sitting next to the car and truck. Sitting next to the car. I'm like, what? Why do y'all get that invested in me like that? Like, I really, really when I sit back and I think about it, I'm like, why are these people that fucking invested in me? Why is it that they want to try to say that, you know, I just don't understand. No matter what I do on here, if I say something, no, you said this. Go to the video, pull up this video. You said this about that person. You said that. Even yesterday, the whole time I'm sitting up there arguing with raggedy mouth goddamn Rex ass. And because his crowd then said 4 or 5 people, probably the same goddamn account, then said something about, oh, Lemon, she's talking about you too. She said that about you. She said, nigga, did you hear me call your goddamn name? And it's like, it's always the same. It's like, no matter what I do on here, no matter what I share on here, Krista, you gonna have to prove it. You gonna have to prove it. Because if you don't prove it, nope. And even when you prove it, nope. Somebody came through and said that the picture that I showed with me, my sister, and my brother, and I just blocked that person because they was talking too much. They said, "Oh, that's somebody else. That's why you ain't show your face. You just showed the back of that lady's hair and stuff. She had on the same thing you had on, but you that wasn't you." I'm like, what? Who gonna go through all of that just to what? These people is sick. When I tell you these people is sick on here, I was like, oh my God, I cannot believe y'all. What else do I need to do to prove that at me at my mom's thing? Y'all see pictures of me with my family. We was all there together. Hey Krista, what was the 30s like? Hey Krista, what was the 30s like? My 30s? In my 30s? You mean? And when you say what was they like, you mean how was they when I don't know what you mean. Like how was life for me in my 30s or how did I look in my 30s? You just said yes. I don't know what you mean. So how was life for me when I was in my 30s? Shit, mm, I was in a relationship. I was with Corey then. So I was coming out of one relationship. I gave a little bit of a break, and then a girlfriend of mine, like I said, y'all know the whole story of how me and Corey met. Um, I was with Corey. But it was a little different from the first relationship. There was a lot that was going on. Hey, look, Kendra. There was a lot going on that was different. I had learned pretty much what I wanted to do if I was to move in with a guy. I didn't want certain things. I didn't want to stay with a guy and everything be in his name. I had learned that you don't put gas and lights and stuff in no man's name because you and him move in together. Because if that nigga get mad or he want to bounce or he find him some pussy somewhere else, or he get mad at you because y'all didn't had a fight argument or you don't want him no more, that nigga will put you in the dark and will put you in the cold. So I had to learn. Hell yeah, I had learned some things. I had learned some other things, and it almost ruined the relationship with Corey and I because I had went through so much in my 20s with the other guy that Corey used to have to actually tell me and stop me and tell me, you letting that nigga ruin you. You let that nigga, he's still ruling you. Like the things that happened to you with him, it's like you're charging that to me. So I encourage women, when you go through certain things in certain relationships, think about it, learn from it, you know, do what you can to make things different, but realize you doing it just for you. Don't charge it to the next person that you meet. Give that next person a fair chance. You know, don't just assume, you doing the same thing that Richard did. I see it, motherfucker. I ain't gonna treat you like this, that, and then I'm finna watch my motherfucker. I'm finna watch you, nigga. You know, don't do that. Give that other person a chance. Ignore him, Krista. He's trolling. Oh, that's some troll. Oh, I thought maybe it was somebody that really wanted to know how life was for me in my 30s. I ain't know. Thank you, misunderstood. I thought because I was, I was finna break it down and tell you, shit. You was scorned and took it out on Corey. Not really. Not everything. I gave Corey a chance. I gave Corey a chance. I did have a lot of, like I said, I went through a lot with the first man. No, I'm not trolling. I'm learning. Yeah, okay, no problem. And I don't mind sharing because I've shared, my story from different times. Hell, Corey didn't came on here and we didn't shared stories together. He didn't told stuff. Like I said, if I could release a lot of those videos, people would have a whole lot to go by, and I'm not ashamed because it's what made me me. But I did, I had to come to that place through Corey telling me that not to, he was like, you don't give me a chance with certain things. You don't, you just think that I'm going to do you like the other one and stuff like that. And then there was a period of time that when I did let my guards down and stuff like that, which I oftentimes tell people too, I think I kind of started the little violence thing between Corey and I, because one day, we were staying together then, Corey and I, and he had came in and it was real late. He had came in, it was real late, and he had pulled up in the driveway. It had started snowing or something, and me and him, we was talking or whatever and all of that shit. And then he was like, damn, I'm hungry. And I'm like, motherfucker, I ain't finna cook you nothing to eat. I said, you better take your ass around here to McDonald's or something, because I ain't cooking you a motherfucking thing. I was pissed off, because I felt like if you stay with somebody, you live with somebody, it's a certain way that you conduct yourself. You don't come up in the motherfucking house at no 3 and 4 o'clock in no goddamn morning. You know what I'm saying? To me, that's disrespectful, But so he was like, wow, you ain't gonna even fix me nothing to eat? Damn. So he was like, well, okay, well, now I'll go around the corner and grab me something from McDonald's, but I'm hungry. So, I mean, unless he was going to work. Now that's different because he, we ain't talking about this nigga wasn't working he wasn't coming from work, I'm gonna say, because he was working, but he wasn't coming from work that motherfucking night. So he was like, well, damn, I'm gonna go around here to McDonald's and get me something to eat then. So he went around there to McDonald's, but when he got ready to pull out the yard, because he was snowed in, he drove my car. He took my car and went around near the goddamn McDonald's. Not only did he take my motherfucking car and go around near the McDonald's, his mama called him on the motherfucking phone, and me and his mother was not best friends, okay? His mama called him on the phone and told him that she needed something and from the store, and if he wouldn't mind coming over there. So he just took it upon his goddamn self to drive my motherfucking car over there to his mama's house, go to the store for his mama. And, and it did. It started snowing here. It was real bad. It was real bad outside. but he gonna take my car and go make sure his mama was all right and then come back. So I had looked outside because I'm like, well, damn, he ain't came back yet. What the fuck? McDonald's around the corner. So I had went and looked outside to see where the fuck he was. And that's when I seen his car was there, but my shit was gone. Oh, I hit the goddamn roof. I told that bitch, I said, I'll call the goddamn police if you don't bring my motherfucking car back here. So when he got back and he was explaining to me, Dad, I went around the corner but then my mom had called me, and so I went on and I was like, while I'm out, I'll just go ahead and go over there and make sure she all right, because we don't know what type of snow and stuff. While he was talking, only thing I could do was just see his fucking neck sitting there. I choked that motherfucker and I slapped the shit out of him. I did. I was just that fucking mad and angry, because I was already pissed off. And then on top of that, now you really didn't piss me the fuck off? I sure did. I showed the fuck out. I sure did. And he was like, Krista, I'm just going to tell you like this. He took it. He reached back at me. He did, just like hold my hands down. You know how a guy just hold your hands. And he was like, I'm telling you right now, don't hit me again. Don't do that. Okay. I understand you upset. And I was like, no, I was screaming. I was talking shit. You hear me? And Corey was a tall motherfucker. Okay. And he was like, I'm telling you now. He was bent down. He was like, I'm telling you right now. Don't hit me like that again. Don't do that shit. All right. I ain't put my hands on you. And I was like, yep, now I'll put my goddamn hands on you again, motherfucker. Take my goddamn car again and blah, 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 blah. And your mama don't like me and I don't like her. And I was, y'all, yeah, okay. So I often say that I started that fighting shit between me and Corey. Okay. Because now a couple of times, some stuff we didn't had an argument or a disagreement, and now he want to lay hands. Okay. But he didn't lay hands before I first initially laid hands, So I'm just being truthful about it. I ain't finna tell lies. And that's why I tell people all the time, when it, sometimes men can go through it. You know what I'm saying? OMG, U209A Corey for Corey. What? What is that? Well, listen. So I did start that. I did start that with him. I did start that domestic violence between Corey and I. And I think I did probably bring some of that back. Bring that from the other relationship. You know what I'm saying? Maybe, but I'm thinking to myself, no, you shouldn't have took my goddamn car. I don't give a fuck if you had to keep your car back and forth until it came up out the goddamn snow. I don't give a fuck, but you shouldn't have took mine. You didn't even ask my permission. You don't know. I might have went on in there and made you a damn hot dog or a damn hamburger or a fish sandwich or something. Had I known that your goddamn car, or told you go eat some potato chips or something, but then to take my shit and no, don't do that. Don't do that. So he learned, you don't touch my goddamn vehicle. You got your own. And if yours ain't running or working or whatever, then I'll use mine but I'll drive mine, or I'll be on the passenger side. It don't matter. But I don't trust niggas just riding around up and down the street in my goddamn vehicle. I don't trust that shit because I got brothers and uncles and cousins, guy cousins and shit, and they be taking women cars and shit, and they be riding other females and stuff around in their car. Especially my brother, God rest his soul. He was living with this one woman, and she would, because she, wanted her man to drop her off at work. You know what I'm saying? Hey, Black Pearl, if I didn't speak. And my brother would drop her off at work. Then my brother would be out there visiting his other women. Had the one lady who said that she was his wife, had her even driving the woman's car. That woman drove that car even to my mama's funeral. While my brother rode with us, she drove the other woman's car to my mama's funeral. That's some disrespectful shit. Okay? And my brother would be out here after he dropped that woman off at work and go to the next bitch's house, laid up, fucking sucking and licking on them and all of this shit right here in this other woman's car. And I used to tell my brother all the time, I say, you better stop that shit. You better stop. Ain't nothing cool and cute about that. Ah, Chris, everybody do it. Everybody do it. But you better not let no nigga never use your car because now you, and I was like, no, I would never do it. I see the shit y'all do. So all of that type of shit was going in my mind. I ain't never trust no nigga with my goddamn vehicle. You want to ride up and down the goddamn street and whatever? Okay, go find you. Okay, go get your own shit. You ain't finna do that in mine. And if you do, I'm gonna be on the passenger side. Good morning, Rhonda. Good morning. Yeah. So that's just always how I've been. Cause I just don't trust certain shit. Just like I don't trust, yeah. Mm-mm. Like the first guy I was with, um, shit. He brought a whole female up in the house when I was at work. Okay? He brought a whole female up in my motherfucking house. A dirty motherfucker. Okay? So that's why I said, hell, I done been through some things, It's my story, is who I is why I am who I am today. And I ain't gonna lie, when I got with Corey, I ain't believe in leaving no man in my house no more. Fuck that. And I don't give a damn if a man say, nah, bitch, I don't leave no female in my house. Good. That no problem. I don't need to be here if you ain't here no damn way. But you will go through some things in life that will make you out to be the person that you are. And I'm just truthful with it. I'm just truthful about the shit. I don't need to be left in no man's house. I understand. But I don't leave men up in my house. I don't know who you talking to. I don't know if your next chick got a vehicle and can swing by to come, and women do little spiteful shit. I got a girlfriend right now, that she did some stuff. Okay. And niggas will go along with that shit. Nah, I don't play them games. You ain't finna stay up in my goddamn house and I'm not home. You can go walk up and down the street, shine up the concrete if you want to, but when I leave, everybody leaving. That's it, and that's all. So I do have some, sometimes, like I said, if I was to get into a relationship, I would definitely, I got some work to do. I got some work to do. I'm not perfect. I got some work to do even at my old ass age that I am right now. This big old fat 54 age that I am, I got some work to do. I got, issues with trust and different things like that, some things sometimes kick in even online, just talking and dealing with certain people even online. But in person, yeah, it's a little something else, But I'm working on it. Have you seen Corey later on in life? Yes. I see Corey. I see Corey a lot. I see Corey. Matter of fact, I seen Corey. We were all over at his aunt's house. His aunt had she had to go back into the hospital. She got some other things going on. And we was all over there about 2.5 weeks ago, I think. I know it ain't quite been 3 weeks ago. And he was there, yeah, we had I had went over there because she don't live too far from my sister. And I had went over to take my sister to go take care of some business. And I was like, well, let me just swing by auntie's and check on her. And let me see if she home first. And when I had called, she had told me, she's like, baby, she said, I just got in. She said, I tried to call you and tell you that I was going to be in the hospital overnight. Well, it was like a day and a half because you don't really count the day that you went. But, she said a day and a half. But they wanted to give her a 24-hour observation for some reason to check on what she got going on. And I was like, oh, I said, Auntie, I'm on my way over. And when I got there, shortly after that, Corey had came. Yep, I see him. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I see Corey. Yeah, he all right. Yeah. But yeah, what else was I saying? Yeah, so but you'll learn different things as you grow. I look at my niece now, the one that's having the baby, and she wants to she wants to get a different place from where her and her guy is staying, and that's another reason she want to come and stay with me, which I shared with some people why, because some people was like, why your niece want to come and stay with you, and blah blah blah, and why you having your niece. um and I do talk to my niece, and I do let her know often that a lot of what she's going through is because of the baby. So the impatientness, the meanness, different things that she's doing right now, making the guy feel like he want to just go run and jump and and end his life or whatever. He not understanding what's going on. Sometimes he'll call me and he'll be like, Auntie, I'm out here in my car. And I'm like, what's going on? He was like, I don't know. She's just being so mean. She's just been so mean to me all day today. And I'm trying to do everything to get along with her. And she told me she started screaming, just get out, get out, get out. And he was like, and I'm trying not to upset her with the baby. And he's like, Auntie, I didn't even tell you, you know, there's been days I've slept out in my car because I'm just like, I don't know what to do. He's like, I didn't want to worry you. And I'm like, what? And I'm like, okay. He's like, but don't talk to her. Don't tell her I told you and stuff. And so I had to find a way to talk to her. And she was like, well, Auntie, I just want to come home with you. And this and that, so I'm like, okay, we're going to get everything set up for you so you can just come home and, you'll be there. And then I'm thinking to myself, um, I'd rather do it like that because it gets cold here. That man can't be going out there sleeping in his damn car and it's blizzards and shit outside. You can't do that, you know? So, and I just told her, I said, that way, if y'all having a hard time, I said, because a lot of this going to go away once that baby get here. I said, but if y'all having a hard time, then you could just come here and let him have the house. And part of that also is she said that she just feel a little frustrated because his family is right there. And so that's another thing that makes her, because his family, they live like what, about 4, 5 doors down? You know what I'm saying? Which can be a good thing, but it can also be a bad thing. And so she just said that sometimes she just feel like they intrude too much, and especially now that she finna had a baby, they always want to like, oh, like they, her words was, they try to act like they you to me, and I be trying to tell them, you ain't my aunt. I don't need them hovering all over me and stuff. And I said, well, that's still their son's baby. That's still a part of them that you carrying, Auntie. But I don't need them. They be wanting to touch my belly, and they be asking me, can they see my belly and stuff. That's what they do. They're excited too. That's their son's first baby. They got other kids and other kids and grandkids, but that's this one's first baby. They're excited too. And she be, no, I want them to leave me alone. Stop asking me questions. I said, oh my God, this girl. So y'all, it be a lot going on. That's why sometimes, like I tell y'all, I appreciate y'all. I don't come on here and say everything because I didn't came on here and shared some stuff. Like that time I was supposed to pick my aunt up from the hospital and I didn't. And I was on with Duke or whatever, and motherfuckers started doing videos, people leaving their aunt at the hospital, just so that they could be online with a man, but they didn't know the other part of the goddamn story. The other story was I didn't feel like getting into no goddamn argument with Corey's ass. And he was there to pick up his aunt too. Well, they was there really to move some stuff around in their house and throw some stuff out. I feel your niece though, because living so close, y'all, to family isn't always a good thing. Yeah, yeah. So that's the other thing that I've been doing. We've been looking at some apartments and stuff for her and him. Um, you know. So y'all, when I tell y'all, if y'all knew the half of what, is going on in my real life, you'll see why when I get a chance to just come on YouTube and relax my fucking brain, I come on here and just relax my fucking brain and think of nothing. I enter into my little YouTube world, and just have fun, and I just don't think about what's going on in my real life. I just don't think about it, you know. Um and I do sometime, because of, I can get depressed. It's not so much I get depressed like that, but I'm an overthinker. I overthink things. Something that's so simple to someone else becomes something big to me. Hey, TNT family. Hey, sis. Oh, how you doing? Good morning, my beautiful sister JC. I will not be on here until I get my new phone next week. And my other phone has broken down, and I am just letting you know. Okay, sis, I was wondering what was happening. I knew you had, a death and stuff, because I had wanted you to know that um the remix, he won the little giveaway that I had, and he had forfeited to Hypnotic Touch. But Hypnotic Touch, she's natural. So I wanted to pass that off to you to go over on Heidi's site, um, and pick yourself out something nice for yourself. It's $25. And if you see something else you want or anything like that, feel free to, discuss that with Heidi, and everything. But I'll send Heidi a note and let her know that you'll probably do that probably next week. But yeah, it's $25 over there already. Pick yourself out something nice, try out something, be a little daring if you want to, you know. But go over to Flyucci, Heidi's site, and pick yourself out something, sis. I chose you to be the person that, that we would pass that off to. Yo. Hello, y'all. I'm so happy to see you, boo. I missed you. Rhonda, trust me, Krista. That's what I do. Watch YouTube. Yup, to escape from my real life. Yes. Yes, Rhonda. And that's why I say when people come on here and they want to do all this extra other stuff to me, listen, I ain't on here for that. Damn it. Yes. Hey, Fox. Good morning. Hey, beautiful Krista. Miss you at Lolo's party. I wanted to be at Chills when he scheduled wait a minute. I wanted to be at Chills when he scheduled another one. I'll be there. Oh, okay. Yeah. I peeked in on Lolo. I seen she was having a good time, and I was just happy just seeing her smile. Just seeing her smile and let her hair down. Okay, boo. Okay, TNT. Y'all enjoy yourself, babe, and I'll keep you in prayer. And I can't wait till you get your phone and stuff. Look at Dred. Yo, Good morning to everyone. Good morning, Rhonda. Dripson, hello. Okay, I will. Okay, good. Hey, Muffy. What's up, boo? Hey. Hey, Mr. Williams. Good morning, Just Krista. Listening and supporting. Thank you, Mr. Williams. Thanks for my roses. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Hello, Muffy. Good morning. Y'all speaking to each other. Aw. I'm so glad y'all came in and dropped down. Y'all know we just be talking, and y'all know I love sharing. I don't mind sharing some of my stories and stuff about life. Is sometimes when people share, I know people will take it because people have taken me sharing certain things with myself. People have taken that and tried to use it against me. Like, oh, you said this and you was this and you was that. That's why, one person was like, that's why that nigga used to whoop your ass and all of this stupid stuff. People will take it, but the small people that take it and do something else with it compared to the ones that appreciate you sharing these things, and you don't know who's listening that might be going through something similar, and they could look at you and say, well, damn. And that's why I tell people a lot of times, if God can do it for me, he can do it for you too. He could do it for you too. He can. Let me see what you say. Yes, I have dropped down in Lemon's chat and let them know as well. And I have told Lolo happy birthday. Oh, okay. Good morning. Hey, fat girl. Said good morning, good morning. Fat girl. I know that's right, honey. Fat girls, fat girls, fat girls, fat girls. Hey. Okay. Okay, y'all speaking to each other. But I will be watching you all on my TV. Okay. And just Krista, thank you for telling the truth about. Oh, you mean Uncle TT? Uncle TT gonna be all right. Uncle TT. Yeah. Keep our sis in your prayers, y'all. My sis been going through some things for a minute now, but God got her. She know that's why I love to see her up singing, dancing, moving around. Cause if y'all knew what I knew, God is good to my sis. TNT family, God is good to her. God is good to my sis. My daughter's birthday is tomorrow. She will be 15. Okay, let's go 15. Let's go, honey. Wow. I got a nephew. He'll be 15 and he'll be 15 in September? I mean, in one of them days. I got one turning 15 sometime next year, the early part of next year. I think it's 15 he turning. Child, after a while, when there's more kids, now I see why my mother used to be like, how old is you? she she would look at some of her kids and grandkids. My mother would say, child, they one of them ages, child. And I do now that, like my nieces and nephews, they all having babies and stuff. I be saying, well, wait a minute, wait a minute, you was born, how old is you, child? You can't keep up with all that stuff. Shoot, you can barely keep up with your own doggone age. Man. Yeah, I think he gonna be 15. Thank you all. You welcome, sis. Hey, dog baby 4400. What's up, sis? Hey, BBW. What happened to you and Tracy? Dog baby, I did my commentary like everybody, you know, like different ones of us that do commentary do. When her and Lemon fell out, had their little whatever over there on his channel. So I did my commentary like I had been doing like the halfway mark of Lemon stuff. And she didn't like what I was doing. I didn't call her out of her name or anything like that. I didn't call her a B. I didn't call her a slut. I didn't do none of that. I didn't say she was jealous of me or nothing. You know, I ain't make fun of her hairstyle. I ain't make fun of nothing. But when she did her response back, she she chose to go off on me and say I was jealous of her and say all types of shit about me. And I'm just like, what? So in return, you know how I get down? I was like, oh, hell no. I ain't no punk bitch. I don't give a fuck who you is. Okay. You will see the flip side to me. And that's what happened. So I guess we up and stuck and no problem. And that's the short version of it. That's how that went. That's a sassy age 15. Yeah. Well, you know what? You know what it is? I learned, Fox, although people said that I just babied my niece when she was that age. They're trying to figure out who they are. You know, they're trying to figure out like it's so much there is so much going on with them. They're learning their new self. They're becoming teenagers. They got school, you know, they in high school now. They're no longer a freshman. Now they kind of like the big dogs, but not really because they sophomores. Um, you know, it's so much going on in their life. So who do they take their little frustration off on if they can? The people that love them, their parents. Okay, now the parents about to get all of that little sassiness, you know, that little snappiness, because they really just want to just kind of just get to their selves somewhere and their little friends, and probably got a little boyfriend or a little girl or somebody that's liking them or something, you know, and God forbid they in school and people picking on them or anything like that. Then they got certain girls talking about, oh, she thinks she cute. She think because this and that and you know, they comparing their hair length to your hair length, and you know, they getting ready really for what's getting ready to go on the rest of their damn life, you know. So it be so much going on, you know. So I think that's where the little sassy part come in to them that really truly love them, you know. Because I remember even raising my niece, I had to like let her know, you know, because she had went through some things, you know. She was, you know, because she's mixed. Most of y'all know she's mixed, and you know, she had the curly, you know, what she still got curly black hair, and unless she dye it, which she do a lot. And back then, she was dyeing her hair all kind of colors: pink, green, turquoise, blue, whatever, you know. And I would let her, but you know, she got curly hair, and you know, and of course it's long because she's mixed, and she got the nice little skin color and little things, you know, little shape and shit on her and stuff like that. So, you know, the little boys and stuff, you know, of course they liking her and talking to her. But she found one guy that she felt like they were real close, real cool friends and stuff like that. Um, so she would, you know, like, you know, talk, and but the girls, they, you know, and then being that the way she was raised and stuff. You know what I'm saying? So they looked at her like, oh, this bitch thinks she's something. Because, see, this is the households that they come from. See, they come from these households where these mammies is sitting around looking at other women talking about who the fuck this bitch thinks she is. She thinks she better than me. She thinks she look better than me. So this is what the kids is saying. So this is what they're going to school and doing. They acting like their mamas now, you know, the ones that sit around in their kitchen smoking blunts all day with their girlfriends and shit in the house while their husband or boyfriends or whoever it is out working and stuff. They sitting at home, you know, smoking blunts, you know, watching shake your ass videos on BET and shit. And they sitting up there talking about, oh, this bitch thinks she cute and all of this stuff. No, you know the lady is cute. You know the lady is decent looking, but you know, and they don't realize that their little girls and stuff is watching this shit. So their little girls is now going to school, putting this off on other kids. And my niece, you know, used to get into it, and you know, she had the little girls that want to fight her and shit, and talking about they was gonna do this and talk about they was gonna do that. And I told her, I said, you going through some of the things that your auntie went through in school. You know, I've been there. You know, I didn't had grown ass women tell me they was gonna throw some goddamn acid in my motherfucking face because they was like, "Oh, you think you so goddamn cute, bitch? I'm gonna throw acid on you." And yeah, I had a grown ass woman on my motherfucking job tell me that shit. Me and her got into it. We passing words back and forth, you know. And I told that bitch, I don't know who the fuck you think you is. And she told me, well, I don't know who the fuck you think you is, bitch. I'll pour some motherfucking acid on you because you think you cute any goddamn way. I said, oh, really? And what the fuck you think I'm going to do? I said, when I get through fucking your ass up, honey, that acid gonna be right on your own damn ass. You gonna set your damn ass, your own ass on fire with some goddamn. But this is, you know, so they be going through things. You know, that's how I looked at it. Now, a lot of people said, oh, but you know, you still gotta, you know, your niece, she gonna be with different things and she gonna face different things in life and all of that. Yeah, I tell her, I talk to her about that. But at the same time, I still let her know that some of these bitches, they just jealous. I have to tell you the truth. I have to tell you the truth. They're jealous. They'll never have what the fuck you got. And that's beauty and a beautiful personality. You can't buy that in no store. You can't buy that in a store. They don't sell that. I know people like to tell us, "Oh, they got beauty in a jar." Ain't no goddamn such thing as no goddamn beauty in a jar. Okay? You can't buy a nice sweet personality. My niece is a sweetheart. But I told her, as nice as you is and as cute as you is, you don't let these motherfuckers corner you the fuck off and make you think, well, bitch, I won't say nothing about you if you buy me a ice cream sandwich at lunchtime, or if you buy me a peanut butter cookie, or I would like a extra chocolate milk. Can you buy me one? You know, don't take it because you want friends or you want people to like you so much and see you for who you are that you take your goddamn money and shit and find yourself buying motherfucking friendships and stuff. You know, because see, some people would try to do that to you too. And it was the one girl, she was like, oh, well, I like you and stuff like that. But then she was always asking my niece for stuff. And then when my niece stopped giving her, you know, little things, you know, because I had even told my niece, I said, you know, I had seen the girl going to school a couple times and you could tell she had on, I don't know if they was her mama clothes or her grandma's clothes, but I could tell that they wasn't clothes for no young girl. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no young girl out here wearing prints like that. Ain't no young girl out here wearing, you know, pants and skirts and dresses like that. Not a young teenage girl. So I had told my niece, I said, can you ask your little friend if I can get her mom's phone number or tell her to give my phone number to her mom. I would like to talk to her. I said, you know, and I told my niece, I said, don't tell her right now because I don't want her to be embarrassed. I want to talk to her mom first. I said, but I want to take the young lady and I want to take her to the store and take her shopping so she can get some clothes. Because my niece said that, you know, they, you know, was making fun of her and different things like that, you know, in school. And I said, well, they would because of the way she going to school, you know. And so I had the mother end up calling me and I told her, I said, I don't, you know, I said, your daughter talks to my niece a lot. And I just want to know if it's okay if I take her shopping. You can come with us, which I would prefer, but I know they said you got a baby at home too. I think she had a toddler and a baby, the mom did. And she was a single parent, you know. I mean, the nigga was around, but he wasn't around, you know what I'm saying? So the mother, she was like, no, it would be too much for me to go, but I will appreciate it. It's fine. And she was very sweet. She said, and if I owe you anything, just let me know. I said, no, you don't owe me nothing. You don't owe me anything. I said, I just want to, I didn't tell the woman, I need your child to get out of them old fashioned goddamn clothes and shit. Cause I don't know where she's getting them goddamn clothes from. But I just told her, I said, no, I just want to, take her and buy her some things, let her pick out some things and stuff like that. And I took the girl shopping and stuff, but, some months down the line, you know, she got with some other girls and stuff, and they got real nasty about my niece because the other girl didn't like my niece. She said my niece thinks she cute and all of this, and she think because she got money and all of it. I mean, it was just a whole bunch of nonsense that young people go through. And I told my niece, I said, girl, you gonna go through that type of shit all your goddamn life. It's gonna always be some type of hating bitch, some goddamn where. Okay? It is what the fuck it is. And high school and stuff just gets you ready for things like that. On top of me telling you, get ready for things like that. So we ended up getting out of that situation okay. But it had gotten to the place where the girl was so used to my niece being nice to her, and of course me being nice to her, buying her clothes and stuff, that she got real two-faced it. Okay. Yeah, I told my niece at first, I said, now you sure you just don't want the girl to just be your friend? And that's why she's like, no, it ain't got nothing to do with that, auntie. No, I see her with those girls and they be over there saying things about me, this, that, and the other thing. And she be right there. And no, no. And I said, okay, you know. So it be a lot going on. I could say more, but I'm trying to keep it kind of cute. Tell her I love her. And I said, happy birthday. And my beautiful daughter will be turning 15 on June the 10th. Yes, TNT family. Yes. And she got a beautiful daughter. 45. Let me y'all know I'll start just talking. I stopped in for a minute at Lolo's party, but Lemon was cursing out someone. So I left. I wasn't in the mood. Oh, okay. Well, thank God it wasn't me. Thank you, Jesus. Oh my God. Oh wow. I love y'all together. Yeah, I enjoy Tracy, but hey, she must be going through something. Ain't got shit to do with me. Shit, I just do my commentary. I don't get mad at her when she do her commentary on me and say, Krista dear, I like you, but honey, I feel like you lied, or I feel like you are this. And I just be like, I tell anybody else, okay, you entitled to your opinion, but you didn't like my commentary, so you get on and say that I'm jealous of you and all types of shit. No, ain't nobody on this bitch I'm jealous of. Not me. It works out. I haven't watched anything. Oh, okay. Happy birthday to your daughter. Right. Yes. Happy birthday to Muffy's daughter. It could be a beautiful, it's a beautiful, all their ages is beautiful to me. Happy birthday to your daughter. Everybody saying happy birthday. Yes. Just JC, how can I get your number and I can not download Instagram? And are you on Facebook, sis? No, I'm not on Facebook. You can't do the Instagram. You would have to hit the link and then I could put it in the back for you. I did that yesterday or today. But if you hit the link, sis, I could do that for you though. No problem. Did you say all facts, BB? Girl, you already know, dog, baby. You didn't see me on the, ooh, Jesus. Mini Me is my only child. Oh, she's the only one. She can have whatever she want. Okay. Ooh. 4.0 average. Girl, listen, I know that's right. I know that's right, baby. What you want? Listen, before you want it, what you want? Shoot, kids can be so cruel. It's sad. Yeah, yeah. My niece, she was. Yeah, I told him she, it is. I picked my baby up from school. I dropped her off and I took her to school. And her school was not around the damn corner. And don't worry about it. Okay? Because what you won't do is jump mine. You won't jump mine. Shit. And the one girl, we had to actually go to her house with the goddamn police. And they was like, well, ma'am, you can't put the report in from home because once my niece had told me what had happened and the other girl had contacted her, she came in the room. She's like, Auntie, this is it. And this and that. And I'm like, whoa, what's going on? And she was like, because the girl, she said this and blah, 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 and all of this stuff. I'm like, okay. I said, well, where's the mama now? So I went to the school. I talked to the principal now. They called her parents in, and the daddy was a police officer, a state trooper, or something. And the mama said that she wasn't coming in because she believed her daughter, and if her and my niece got into it, she believed that if they gonna fight, they need to fight. I'm like, what? Lady, ain't no, listen. Now I ain't got no problem with my niece whooping your child's ass. Now, but we are raising adults here, and we are supposed to be showing them that use your words, not your motherfucking fists. Isn't that what we supposed to do? We're trying to show them, how to. You don't have to physically fight, to get through conflict. You can talk it out. Y'all becoming adults. Once you get grown and you fight because you mad at somebody or you don't like what they said, and you fight, somebody going to jail. Okay, somebody getting ready to have a whole criminal record. So now you're not going to be able to work for a job that you want. You may not be able to live where you want because they might not want nobody with no goddamn jail record living in their goddamn buildings or living in their house. So you got to think about all of this. So the lady, she didn't want to come up to the school, the principal now, but then yet her daughter kept telling my niece what she was going to do to my niece. So I said, oh, okay. And your daddy is you sure this man is a police officer and a trooper? Now, I don't know if the man really was, but if it was a lie, they told it. Okay. So I said, well, okay, then maybe we should embarrass daddy at work. Maybe they gonna say, hi, man, why we get a call to go to your house because your child is out here threatening that what they finna do and all of this stuff. Cause see, my whole thing was, when my niece if she do have to lay hands on your ass, you little bitch, then guess what? She'll be covered. It'll be that we did all the fuck we could not to have this happen. So they told us, no, you're going to have to go to her house, call the police from her house in that area, do the report there. So we had to go to her house, sit out in front of her house, call the police, wait on the police. And I think we sat there all damn near 3 hours waiting on the goddamn police. They said, ma'am, that is not no emergency. You just gonna have to wait till we get an officer to come over there and talk with you and the parents and all of this. Man, listen, it was crazy, but I did it. But we did it. I had to call the police. Sure did. But the girl ended up leaving my niece alone. Yeah, she told my niece. The one day I think my niece said that they was in the same lunch, and the mother came to the school and requested that the girl be moved to a different lunch thing than my niece because her child don't want nothing to do with my niece. Good. Then move your ass around. We don't give a fuck. Yes, I have these people in my building and I can't wait until we move out of Reno. I am just praying to God to get me and my baby out. I remember what you went through, sis. This is not the place to read. I remember what you went through right after your surgery when that lady did that crazy shit to you. And that's why you had to keep on going in and out the hospital. I agree 100% with you, JC. You have said. Yep. A seventh grader who went to school with my granddaughter on the live steps. Oh, a week ago. Oh, no. See, that's crazy. A seventh grader? Oh my God, Rhonda, I'm so sorry. Seventh grade, their whole life. You're not going to even remember these people that's doing this stuff to you right now. You're not going to even remember or know those people. That's why I be saying, like, our young people be going, and with this social media stuff, they be going through a lot. Because I don't know, back in the day, if we would have had this shit, I don't know. I don't know. I always tell my daughter she can't buy anybody's friendship. That's right. And she doesn't have to kiss. Okay. And it's to be friends. I know that's right. No, that's right. Yes, it is misunderstood. That is horrible. A seventh grader. My son is, I know how that goes. Yes. Yep. I forgot, doll baby, that your son sure is. Yes, it was so sad, MU. It really hurts. My granddaughter, yep. I told my son he needs to talk to her about it. Yes. Yes, you gotta have those talks because that's something that will probably affect her the rest of her life. Because I'll never forget when the one kid when we were younger, you know how back in the day, you don't hear too much of that now, unless some of us will come out and say it. But it was always said you don't disrespect your elders because you'll shorten your days here on earth. And I'll never forget the one guy, his name was Marion, God rest his soul. And he used to be so nasty to the grown people. He used to be like, so what? Because all the parents would tell us, don't be disrespectful. And if Mr. or Mrs. somebody tell you something and you don't like what they said, you come and tell me. It wasn't that the kids would check the adults. You had to go tell your mama, your daddy, your uncle, your aunt, your grandma. You had to go tell another adult that Miss So and so or Mr. So and so, you know what I'm saying? But nowadays, these kids will tell these grown folks off. They'll say, "Bitch, who the fuck you talking to?" You know what I'm saying? And Marion, he was like that. He would curse at the older people. He would make fun of them, say crazy shit, and we'll be like, "Ooh, ooh," and then we was like, "Man, Marion, he bad," And it was, but we was saying it, but we was also, saying like he was cool, but we was also scared for him because they put the fear of God in us back then when we was younger. You don't disrespect your elders. I still got a certain amount of respect for my elders. To bump what you heard, okay? And so Marion drowned. And I'll never forget that summer when we got that news that because we was all going over to the pool and stuff, and they was like, the pool is closed down. Somebody drowned in the pool. And we was like, well, how did they drown? It wasn't even open yet. But Marion, because he was known to do that, he would hop the gate and be in the pool he was like, y'all have to be in the pool certain amount of times and stuff, but I don't. I go in and out that pool when I want to. So a lot of times we would sit around the gate looking at him and he'd be inside the pool just swimming, and the gate would be locked and closed. And so, but he knew how to hop that gate. He was one of them toughies, and he had hopped the gate. And I guess they said he had hopped the gate. It was either early that morning or going into the morning. And before they could open up the pool, open up the regular gate for us to get in there. And Marion was in there and he drowned. They found him floating in the pool. And of course, wasn't nobody around, wasn't no lifeguard or nobody around. So whatever happened, he ended up drowning. And the only thing we could say, my mom was saying, you see how that young man used to be so nasty towards the older people. He would cuss them. He would do all of this. Now you see. So let this be a lesson, but yeah, that was crazy. Yes, it was so sad. MU. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. So she'll probably remember that like the rest of her life. Like, yeah, talk to her. Next time, JC, when I am dressed and I am not together right now. Okay, sis, whenever. Whenever. Just know that anytime you hit that link or whatever, and I'll run you my number. Ain't no problem. Or if you got a Cash App, if you don't mind listing your Cash App, I can send you like $1 Cash App and put my phone number on it too, sis. I forgot about that. You could do that too. Rhonda, yes. That was traumatizing. Yes. Oh my goodness. I dropped my son off and picked him up. Well, I didn't. My mom did. Oh, okay. Yes. Yup. Yeah, because I ain't trusted. You ain't gonna hurt my baby. Mm-mm. And my baby ain't finna get in trouble hurting yours. Okay. Yes, my daughter's grade average is 5.0. Okay. Shout out to the smart cheerings. Shout out to them that's out here doing their thing. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Now speaking to you. Yeah, hit the like button. Hit the like button. Hey, hey. Thank you. It's happy. Yes, thank y'all. My son graduated on the National Honors Society. Yep. They gave him a hard time in school because he was, handsome. Yes, your son. Doll baby, why I remember all of that stuff. Doll baby, I remember that. Biracial. This is why successful men today, 37, highest paid. Wow. I remember your son. I remember he used to come into your videos. Man, we've been on here a long time, Doll Baby. That's what I was telling some people, like, seeing myself, like, people couldn't believe, like, that's you, like, that's me. And I don't see what other people see. I know I've had to get different clothes. I know I can't wear the same clothes, of course, that I used to wear from when I was real heavy and stuff. And dog baby, you remember how heavy I was when I first came on and stuff. I don't see all the weight loss that other people see. And yesterday when I had shared that picture, and they was like, that's not just Krista. Just Krista, this, that, and the other. And I'm like, wow, do I really look that damn different? Do I really look? And I know, anytime you lose that kind of weight, hell yeah, you gonna look like some damn body else, And I'm like, damn. But for me, I don't see what other people see. I don't. No matter how much. Now, I can look back at some of my old videos and stuff, but to be honest, when I just look like in a mirror or something at myself, or I check myself before I go out the door, to make sure, how we make sure, our shit ain't twisted inside out, or tags and shit ain't hanging out or whatever. I still don't see what other people see. And sometimes I'll be like, why did they say I look that different? I don't look that goddamn different. I don't look like some damn body else. But yeah, I guess I do. I guess I do, because my family, especially the ones from out of town, whenever they see me, they be like, I ain't know that was you. Damn, you lost a lot of weight. I did not know that was you. I get that all the time. I do. Shaking my head. Yup. And that's why I tell them a lot of times out, baby 44. I be telling them if I could like release, because you know how I used to vlog everything practically, my family and meals and our parties and get gatherings and get togethers and all of that shit. I always say if I could just take those videos off of private over there on my, I mean, I could, but it's so much other stuff and other people involved, and I wouldn't want nobody to do whatever they do, however they do what they do to dox people. I wouldn't want nobody to do that to some of them, but people, you would really be able to see like my journey throughout the years. Congratulations on your baby. Yes, yep. Doll baby son. Oh my God. And he is a very, very, you know how people will tell you like, oh, your child is nice looking or something like that. No, you know how you see people and they're really pretty or they're really handsome. You know, you like you be just wanting, you keep staring at them like, damn, you is really nice looking. You know, you can't help. That's how Doll Baby's son is. He is very, very handsome and very respectful. Very respectful. I am going to send all my prayers to you, sweetheart, and my condolences to you and your family and they family. Aw, yes. Support our sis, yo. That's right, JC. We were brought up differently. Yes, we were. We were Doll Baby 4400. We was. Man, listen. You could not talk back. Honey, if my mama would have found out we talked back to somebody grown, man, listen. Hmm. Hmm. You talking to mm-mm. Honey, they been threw something at the back of your head or pushed you real hard or told you to go out there on that tree and get a switch, you know, all kind of shit. They gonna whoop your ass. You gonna learn you better not do that again or yank you up by your ear. Mm-mm. They ain't play that. And they gonna make you go back and tell Mr. or Mrs. So-and-so that you sorry. Sure is. And don't have one of them lying adults in the goddamn neighborhood. We had one of them, used to always say, I'ma tell your mama. I said, oh shit. I'm going around the corner. That bitch at home, she's sitting on her porch. Fuck that, cause she gonna get me in trouble. And they be like, no, we just gonna cross the street. No, sometimes that ain't enough. Cause as soon as she see my mother coming home, she be, yeah, cause I seen your child, this, that, and the other. Man, listen, my sister was my sister was so bad at it. She would just roll her eyes and keep walking, you know. And then it got to the place where, you know, other parents was like, you know, Mrs. So and so just out here lying on these kids, right? They had to come to a conclusion because she was just getting us in trouble as kids because she knew she could. You know what I'm saying? And my mother would be like, you know what? You right. I'm gonna have to make sure that I talk to my child before yeah, talk to us. Talk to us, mom. Nice. You know, we was kids and we would do little, but this lady lying. This lady ain't doing nothing but lying because she knows she can get the kids in trouble, you know. But yeah, you couldn't talk back. You ain't talk back to no adult, honey. It was meant him to drown. It was meant for him to drown. You know, Fox, it was a lesson to us. It was a lesson to us as kids that we actually seen that. But you should never, ever swim alone. That's right. Yup. And he would hop that gate and jump in that pool. He would be in there late at night sometime. And his own parents couldn't do nothing with him. Miriam was just that fucking bad. His own mama and daddy them couldn't do nothing with Miriam. His mother was, when they, you know, my mom them and different people, you know, would see him like at the grocery store and different things or see her, going up to the corner store, to like get stuff or whatever. And my mom would, she would be telling my mom, I don't know what I'm going to do with that boy. She would tell my mother all the time. She's like, I don't know what I'm going to do with him. And my mom said, well, you got to, get a little handle on things with him. And what happened? And she used to say all the time, I don't know. I don't know what's going on with my son. I don't know why my son is the way he is. She used to say that. The mother and father and his other siblings, they was sweethearts. His other sisters and brothers, they was quiet. They was nice. But Marion, OMG, nasty. I mean, he was nasty. He would go up to the girls and touch their breasts and touch their butts and stuff. He would, oh my God. It was like you hated to really like see him around and coming. He was terrible. Yes, my Cash App is. Oh, okay, sis. Let me hold on. Let me screenshot this. And then I'll just I'll Cash App you my phone number. Oh shit. Wait a minute. Come on, thing. Come on. I'm trying to keep this raggedy ass charger from not coming out. But yeah, I'll Cash App you, sis, later and send you my phone number. Doll Baby said, you remember? Yes, I remember, Doll Baby. Yes, ma'am. Here's my info. JC. Yep, I got it, sis. Yep. And my son was gay. Yep. And not out the closet. I've been on here 16 years. Yep. Yep. Yeah, we've been on here a long time, sis. Dang. I see BBW. Yeah, I've been through a lot, I had to have like a couple of times when you guys would notice at times when I had left off YouTube and stuff. I never shared, well, I didn't share with everybody about my weight loss journey, but a couple of times, y'all would notice I would be off for hell, sometimes 6 and 7 months. I would have had to go in and have skin removal surgery. The one time I had to have I got my breasts, lifted and stuff. Had to have some of that titty meat, done. Yeah, because when you lose that kind of weight, your skin you don't just bounce back, so I've had to, I've had to have some things done, I mean, it is what it is. I feel good, the biggest thing is, but I think that's like just got to do with being older. I don't have the same, I don't really have much of an appetite. I have to really make myself eat. I have to remember, damn, you ain't ate today. There's been times that shit, I ain't eat all damn day, you know? I've had times like that, and then I'll have times where I'll eat and it's like I feel like I can't get full. But for the most part, um, yeah, it's a lot. I'm back. Had a phone call. You back, Mr. Williams? Thank you. We just over here talking and shooting the breeze. It's just a little small group of us, so we can do that today. You know. Uh-oh, I forgot to call her. Hold on. Hello.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. I'm online right now. You want to say hello to my people?
Hey, everybody.
Hey, everybody. I'm getting ready to get off here because I've been on here for over 2 hours.
Okay, well,
So,
I'm about to go to
Okay.
Nearest, and then I'm going over there tomorrow.
Okay.
So call me back.
All right. I will.
All
Bye-bye.
right,
Bye. Oh. Give me my info is in the chat. Okay. I got it, sis. My name says it. I was a bored housewife. I remember. Oh, baby. I remember when you moved. I remember when you moved. Yep. And came on here when I was 44. My nickname is Dog Baby 4400. Yep. Oh, I got company. King Timothy.
Hey, how you doing, beautiful queen?
Hey, what's up?
I'm doing blessed by the best.
You
I am
blessed by
so
the best?
blessed
What's
by the
how
best.
you feeling?
I'm feeling great, feeling awesome. I just want to say happy, wonderful, blessed Sunday to you, and
Oh,
I
thank
hope
you.
you have a great blessed Sunday as well. But I'm doing very good. I'm doing awesome. I'm feeling
Oh,
great, and uh, and I'm just checking up on you. Make sure you good.
I am. I feel so blessed. Thank you for coming through and checking up on me. You know I appreciate that when you come through. You gonna be watching the is it football today?
Oh yes, yes. My Cowboys playing today. Yeah, yeah. I'm ready for my Cowboys. You know, back a story.
Yeah.
About 12 o'clock. So I'm ready for it. I'm getting ready for the game and everything. So yeah,
Oh yeah, y'all got just a little bit longer.
yeah,
Wait a
exactly.
minute, who is this? Wait a minute, hold on. We got somebody else, but hold on, let me see. Because I don't recognize that one. Wait a minute. Um, do you want your camera on? I can't see. What the hell? Do, wait a minute. Hello?
Hey Krista, this is Rico. Nico, I was just asking why am I blocked in
Rico?
your chat? Hey girl.
Hey, baby. What's up?
Oh, I had clicked the link. I was all like, yo, I don't want Krista to think I'm here to cuss, but somebody got me blocked in your chat.
Really? Wait a minute. Let me take my banner down. Hold on, bro. Wait a
Yeah.
minute.
Oh, yeah. Y'all. Oh, and I gotta give y'all a secret too. Y'all like how that went yesterday? Y'all went yesterday night.
What you do yesterday night? What happened?
Oh, y'all know that back chat lady?
Oh, the back chat. Well, it's what, 6 of them they said now?
Oh, I'm a Pacific one though. I'm the one, that brought truth out, out of people. You know how people really feel about it.
Oh,
But
you wanted a back chat?
uh,
Rico. Are you fucking kidding me?
uh-huh. I didn't bring up nobody's kids or anything, I was just asking like why not go on vacation with your family member other than, strange people that you don't know all the time. But
Oh.
also saving people from like, maybe something could have happened, violently, type of thing, I could have been
Mm-hmm.
doing that. But you see the way people's real truths come out, like how they really feel about one another because one don't like the other person. So like they was probably
Yeah.
talking already and already dot and that just really just touched it and like just brought out the truth. So that
But
is
Rico, you always be knowing people's, like, I don't know how y'all do it. Y'all be knowing people's stories and
oh,
stuff
I don't know
before
the
they
story.
even.
It's like I don't know the story. It's like I just like from like what I know, and then it's like truth things. It's not like a lie or like hearsay or anything. So like
Yeah.
I just simply just asked the question, because wouldn't you want to be honest to like your chat and to your supporters and things, instead of
Well,
faking
they
a.
say I'm too honest, so
Oh, it's good to be honest. Like I love the way you was honest, especially when you started. You changed the Miss Lemon off your name, and then you start just going like, just, now look here. And then like yesterday too, not the other day, cause I do be watching. I was like, wow, I was like blocked or whatever. So like, I'll ask it soon when I get to it, or whatever. But like, you really didn't say nothing offensive. You was just basically saying how it should be, and the person took it the wrong way, which lets you know that that's how they really felt about you.
yes, yes. And that's why when
Mm.
people was saying, "Oh, you need to make up with this person and you need to fix it," I didn't do nothing to them. I was giving my
Uh-uh.
commentary like I always give my commentary.
Yeah, and then don't they give commentary on other, commentary the way you give commentary too? So why can't they say something and then you can't? Well,
That
you
part.
can't say nothing, and
That
that's
part.
the outrage that I hate, and then
Mm-hmm.
people get upset when you're just speaking in general. You don't even like, because first of all, you don't know these people at all,
No.
like you're just giving your opinion. And if they
Mm-hmm.
really have some type of security, well, if they have some type of self-awareness about themselves, they wouldn't get offended because they want to be
Mm-hmm.
these high celebrities, right? Celebrities get talked about and things,
Sure
you
do.
know, you think
Yep.
celebrities are going to come out here and be like, yo, let me curse this person out, that. And,
Mm-mm.
and then like they're basically in the same spot, that they was like, 5 and 10 years ago. It's not really working
Mm-hmm.
for them. So somebody
Yeah.
needs to
And
at
to
least
me,
help
it's
be
like they
honest
try to
with them and
scare
try to
you
help them.
into a corner. They try to scare
Yeah,
you into a corner to make you feel like I don't care how grown you is, you ain't grown when it get to this person. The hell you preach, the hell
you
you
know,
preach.
that part. And then they want to be like they're so holy, and just just about the right things when they're all doing some illegal activity at the end of the day, moving secretive and stuff, and then like these
Mm-hmm.
trips and stuff. And then the thing that I get on that trip, right? I'm not even gonna say the name, I'm just saying like
Mm-hmm.
this
We can kind
person
of
don't
figure
want
out
to be
what you're talking
seen.
about.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
like this person don't want to be seen, right? But yet,
Mm-hmm.
they're offering to do things for people, no shade, but I'm just saying respectfully, that's kind of
Mm-hmm.
weird. It's a lot of trafficking going on, like people can come up missing and stuff, and a
Okay.
famous person, just meeting up just because they're taking care of a trip. And then
Yep.
like it's just a lot of things that I just
It's
find
a
to be
lot.
really weird,
That's why I told people like with me and the one lady was gonna meet up and
Uh-huh.
everything. You remember?
Yeah.
And I let her talk to my family. I talked to her family and people. And she had even told me, she said, "Well, I gave my people your address and stuff. I let them see
Hmm.
who you was." Yeah, I said, "That's what you're
Exactly.
supposed to do. You don't know me,
Yeah. You don't supposed to
and
just get
that's
up
what
and
I
just
did. And that's
go.
why I told that person this time, if you
Uh-huh.
wanna talk to me and all of that, we gotta meet each other's family and friends and stuff.
And get
You
the real
know?
number. Get the real,
Yeah.
the real number and stuff like that. But yeah, it looks like they're hiding
Yeah.
from something, and then they over explain themselves. And then I could just say this too. They didn't have the money to really pay for everybody, so they really wanted to really just really, be mad at them.
Yeah, I
They
think that was really the whole thing. Yeah, I think that was a big part of that, Rico. Yeah,
hmm
definitely.
but I just
Oh,
want to
I I,
come out
I
to
picked
you.
up on that.
Oh, you did too? See, you'll be clocking too. It's a lot. Like I do play
I
dumb
don't
a
be
little bit.
saying nothing, Rico. I be keeping
Uh-uh.
stuff to myself. People think I'm just old, dumb, and
Mhm.
naive. Okay, keep thinking it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Because they keep forgetting this is an entertainment app. You don't have to be like serious or extra professional and things and whatnot. You could be whoever you
Mm-hmm.
want to be, but like at least be your authentic stuff at the end of the day. Not putting on a front. And like
Mm-hmm.
drinking every
And
day.
that's where I think a lot of people get upset with me, Rico, because even when I was giving my commentary about what had happened over there, I
Hmm.
included what my life experience was.
Yeah.
I shared with everybody how I got a actual G pulled on me.
Yeah.
because this man he had did all of this stuff for me, and he did. But he was like, shit, right now, you getting ready to give up something,
Okay,
you
that's
know?
what it was. Like the way he kept saying it, but like, oh, but I didn't pay this, bring it, like throwing it up in your face, and you was being a
Mhm.
friend, trying to like basically just give you advice like a real friend, should do, but
Yeah.
they got upset. It's one of them friends that they like put a man over the, anything, and
Yeah.
like,
And then here's the catch, Rico. Did you hear that they said that other people was telling them the same thing?
yeah, uh-huh. Like I
But
was looking at the chat.
why is it that I gotta be? But why is it that I said something that I gotta be jealous of you? Well, so is they
Exactly.
jealous of you too?
Oh,
Okay,
they
see,
do.
that's why I said come at me again. I'm gonna
Okay,
break it down. I'm gonna break your goddamn video down to you,
that part.
bitch.
That's where I'm at
So
with
is
it.
all of those people that's
Hmm.
laughing and grinning, even in his face, that was
Okay.
telling you, girl, you better watch it,
Uh-huh.
girl. So is they jealous of you? Is
Okay.
they jealous of you too?
And then who's
Well,
jealous
no,
of
Krista
anybody?
jealous, but Krista
Okay.
jealous. Okay.
And then,
Okay.
like who's jealous of a person that got kicked out of a Red Roof Inn, and then the man, couldn't even get
Mm-hmm.
her back home, struggling and stuff, to get back.
Yeah.
Now what
I
woman
ain't
would
never been in no situation like that, Rico.
I have never
Because for
even
one thing, even if I go, I don't care where I go,
mhm.
I'm gonna
You gotta have
always
some
have.
money,
Thank you. I'm gonna
you
have
know,
me some money to take care of what I need to take
emergency
care of.
money.
Okay,
Yeah, just in case. Okay.
just in case. Yep,
Who want to be
just
like
in
going
case.
somewhere like depending on someone else, and then what if this happened, and then dot, and
Mm-hmm.
you stranded? Like
Yep.
no, mm-mm.
Yep.
My great grandmother said that like exactly where you put it. You're supposed to
Mm-hmm.
always have some money on you and do not travel anywhere broke,
Mm-hmm.
broke,
Nope.
and then I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna drop back down because I just wanted to put my little
But put
energy.
your thing in the back. So unless you want to, so that I got to know exactly how to get over to you to make sure that whoever hid you from my channel, so I can go over and unhide you.
Okay, because I think it was probably that person. That's who I think it was who did it.
Well, they blocked from over here now. So yeah, yeah, I went on and
Because they
freed them.
called me a liar.
Hmm.
Freedom from the
Yeah,
word.
and I tell
Thank
you
you
people to
for your
put it in the back
services.
chat, because even if you put it in the regular chat, it won't. Okay.
It won't pop
So
up or
will it come
nothing.
up if I hit that? Will it come up just like that, or
I
is there other people with that name too?
oh, hold on. Let me just put my ad. My ad is better. Hold on.
Yes.
Cause like I was like this, I was like I thought me and Krista moved on. I'm like, what happened? Like we like.
Yeah, we moved on from that bullshit. Cause you know what? I
Cause it was
always think
actually
back.
funny though. If you look at it.
You was kicking my ass, but
uh,
I'm an old woman doing all that to this old
uh-huh.
woman. But
But it wasn't.
but
But it
I
wasn't
always
like that.
tell
It was like
people.
this. It was like uh huh. Oh,
But
I'm
you know what,
listening.
Rico? I didn't realize I had
Uh-huh.
did that to you. I had forgot all about that. See how people can do stuff and not. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Uh-huh.
yeah,
And it was,
I had
and
forgot all
then
about. I didn't know why you was really that upset with me until you
it
told
was
me
just
that one
because
day.
I really wasn't upset with you, but like that other individual, because that other individual like just say, "Oh, that's that person right there, that one," and I thought she had influenced you, like in a sense, but I was really
Hmm.
waiting for her because I really wanted that person to really just get at me because if you were a bad girl like you say, pulling up with hammers and stuff, I'm going to test your temperature. That's what that was about. Like with that, I wasn't mad or nothing, but like, I just want to test the temperature, because this is entertainment. And
Hmm.
like, she's an older woman, she's older than my mother. My mother's like 53, grandmother,
Okay,
in her
she's right up there
70s.
with us. And that's what I tell
And
people
my
when
mother's
people
a
said,
Sagittarius too. Yeah.
Oh yeah, okay. When people was like, Rico, nobody know what he looked like and this, and I said, oh yes, we do. I said Rico used to be on my
Oh,
lives with me. He helped me get
yeah.
my what you call it. I said, you talking about
And then over in Maxis,
nice
like I
looking
had
and
camped up.
built and fat ass and all of that. I said,
Yeah.
honey, Rico used to come on. We have our pajamas and shit on
Oh,
at night. I said, Rico, come on there. He come on camera. Okay. He be getting ready for
yeah,
his
like
dates
I
and
do.
stuff. I was like, he helped me get my watch time hours and stuff up. Sure did.
Like and
We
then
used to have
recently,
fun at
I had
night.
went over to Max Boogie. Yeah, I know, right? I went over to Max
Mm-hmm.
Boogie's, whatever. Shout out to Max Boogie. And then like, I was like, okay, I camped all the way up. I'm gonna show my teeth, all that. Right now, I'm just kind of half naked right now, Charlie. It's relaxed
Always.
Sunday. hmm But I'll be doing it later on, child.
Yep. I said,
But
and he
that's
got a nice home. Got a nice
and
place.
clean,
And
clean.
clean. Yup. That was fit to say, and very clean.
Okay.
Very clean.
Oh, but yo, I'm gonna say
I
this
said
too.
Rico
Like
showed us all through his bathroom and everything.
the
And
floors,
yeah.
like yo. But I'm
Mm-hmm.
gonna say this too. Like yo, instead of a challenge of like a floor challenge, I was talking to somebody. I think it should be a STD type of testing
Ooh,
challenge, and
ooh.
whoever wins $1,000 and to show them my chart and currently.
That's messy. That is so messy.
I know, right?
So
But
messy.
I'm gonna see you, Krista, and salute to you,
All
Mr.
right,
King, in
baby.
the chat, and I'm gonna be down there listening because, like, I'm doing laundry too, because it's Sunday.
Oh,
Clean.
thank you.
Uh-huh.
Thank you.
And then that's my ad in the bad. And thank you, Krista, and keep dragging these hoes like a wombat.
I will. I will. I'm going to grab them by their goddamn edges and pull you, bitch.
But what edges? Though? They don't have no edges. Let me go.
Oh, well, I'll find something. All right, baby.
All right.
So I'm pretty get ready for this game. And
Okay, yeah, I see it's 1 o'clock here. So it's 12 there.
New York Jets, and hopefully we win. So
Yes, let's go, Cowboys.
go Cowboys, and thank you so much, beautiful Queen, for having me.
Thank you.
And I had a good time hanging out with you. And
Always. You got to come on sometime too when, you can just really just lay back, kick back and relax and talk with me.
Oh yeah. I would do that. I would do that. But I always be checking up on you. So
Thank
I would
you.
never leave you. I would never leave you. So be
Thank you.
strong.
I like that.
And no problem. Be strong. And I always go be watching. And be
Thank you.
encouraged.
Keep watching me.
I will. So
All right.
have a good one, beautiful. And we'll talk
You
very
too.
soon. All right.
All right. Thank you. All right.
No problem.
Bye-bye. Bye. Thank y'all. Y'all know this y'all know my lives be all over the place. I ain't even got to explain it. Have a good day at work. Oh, Ignite, she on her way to work. Have a good day, sis. Don't work too hard. Y'all, damn BBW. You remember everything. Yes, I do, dog baby 4400, bro. I don't forget nothing. Nothing. Thank you, Hypnotic Touch, for putting King Timothy's channel. Thank you, sis. TNT family. Yes, God bless you all. And you too, King Timothy. Yeah. I love when he come up. TNT Family Show. The truth will set you free. Okay? The truth. Ooh, darling, because you'll always be my Yes. Always be my baby. He wants hello. Are you speaking of Rico? Yes, I know about that one. You see people, true colors. Mm-hmm. Hey, the amazing Spider-Man. What's up, Miss Krista? Peace. We love. Hello. Where you been? Chill. Hey, baby. Yeah, check out my baby's live from yesterday. We had such a good time. The remix. Thank you, sis, for posting their things. I appreciate y'all. Thank you, babe, for posting Hypnotic's channel. If you guys get a chance, please go over and help our sister with her watch time hours. I mean, did I say watch? Okay. Watch time. Okay, I did say it right. Because, I'll say watchtowers, like the Jehovah Witness and them have. This is not what you want, live by... Live by Just Krista. I tell you, leave me alone. Just to all the links in the chat. Oh, thank you. Thank you, the Amazing Spider-Man. You will not be disappointed. Thank you, Amazing Spider-Man. Chill. Oh, thank y'all. I got you, Chill. The Amazing Spider-Man. Lunch, welcome, beloved. Rico the Sleaze. Dragging with Rico is Well, Krista and Chad, football games are coming on. Okay. Love you as Jesus loves us. And I'll see you later. Okay, Mr. Williams. Have a beautiful rest of your day. You too. And thanks for the roses. Let's go, Cowboys. Let's go. Let's go. Okay. Whoever you rooting to for. Hope your team gets right. I love my Tracy cakes. I know. I want my... Oh, you want the Ravens? Okay. Have a beautiful day, BBW. Okay, you too, Doll Baby 4400. I enjoy going down memory lane. Back down memory lane. And let me do this before I make sure I screenshot his stuff so I can go over to his channel. Let me see. Did it come through? Oh, shoot. Wait a minute. Okay. I just want to make sure that I get his right stuff. Thank you, sis, for posting my Instagram. Thank you. Well, I'm going to get ready to let y'all go. It's been almost 3 hours. Thank y'all for sharing something with me that you can't get back, and that's your time. I appreciate you guys so much. I'm getting ready to call my sister here and see what she got going on. She says she's going to go visit my mom today. So since she's going today, I'll probably go Tuesday or Wednesday. We used to try to go together, but then we was like, well, dang, then mom don't have no company none of the other days. So we started, just going on different days, to kind of, it's different with her not having my dad, so. And see what my sister is doing. And I'll be talking with all you good people. Y'all enjoy y'all day. I'll see y'all around here on this piece. Probably later or down here on these streets when I do check back in. I love y'all. And remember to pour into them that pour into you. Pray for them. Pray for everybody so that everybody is prayed for. Welcome everybody to the Potluck Lounge. I love you guys. Thank you. Thank you, Hypnotic Touch. Thanks for the roses and the hearts, sis. I love you guys, and I'll see y'all on the next one. Bye, guys.